Do I look ready? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we are
Yeah?
ready.
We are ready.
Booyah.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just want to let everybody know in this recording that the owner of this YouTube channel
This is a cry for help.
has been beating me
Wow.
Jesus
I have
Christ.
not.
at video games.
Yes. Yes, I have. That type of beating, yes. The other one,
Yep.
no.
The other one, no. There was no insinuation of the other one. Now you're just incriminating yourself.
you
got something to
have-
hide? Huh? Seem awfully defensive.
Yeah, that's me being defensive, sure.
It's true. You're very defensive right now. I don't know why, but you need to calm down. Friends, how are you today?
Super sketchy, man.
Look who's talking, playing an evil character.
My character's not evil. She's what is she? She's chaotic good.
Oh, my character's evil.
Chaotic good is just evil with extra steps if you think about it, really. From the
Evil with
perspective
morals.
from the perspective of evil people, the chaotic good people are evil.
Whoa.
Trippy.
Hi friends, how are you all today? Are you ready for some D&D?
Yeah.
You ready
Oh,
for some D&D?
I am. So
Are you?
Wait, hold on. Yep, I'm ready for some D&D. Last time that we played What Lies Below, last time on Dragon Ball Z, I don't have an official summary prepped for this because I completely forgot to do it. And so, yeah.
You always
Basically,
forget to do it until I remind you.
it's not that I forget, it's that it takes a lot of mental effort to make a summary. And so I'm like, I will make one another time because my brain is mush now. And then I just never, because fun fact, my brain's always mush. But yeah, last time that we played, you guys had continued exploring this particular part of the floor 4 or floor 3, I'm sorry. And you had found a door. We will say that it's just a door. And in finding this door, you had decided that maybe it would be a good idea to explore the door, not knowing that on the other side of the door there was a guard for the Fleshweaver tribe, and they had been minding their own business, simply having a good day. He woke up that morning feeling kind of drowsy, a little not quite hungover, but almost as if he had been drinking, but he hadn't, and he decided to brush it off. So he did some jogging, eventually made it to his post and set up post as a guard. He was really looking forward to it because he was going to go and have some fun with some friends and well, tragedy struck. You did not kill the guard, however, you severely injured him, and then ran away and blamed it on a fucking Duragar. So,
Dwarf.
well, I mean, she's a Duragar, which is a type of dwarf.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. She's with an illithid. It's okay.
You then potentially sent a dozen Fleshweaver troops to their deaths against an illithid by a lie of omission, before continuing to explore this particular kind of structure. Finding a massive frozen library, you encountered a woman named Ayla. She's an Earth Genasi, and Rel and some others noticed some strange things about her, and so Rel and Zhao decided that they would fix those strange things about her. As was revealed, she was possessed by a dream quarry, which is a strange aberrant spirit. She also had on a necklace that confused her greatly. It was an amulet of mind shielding, which is a useful thing to have, except for this one happened to have a tiny curse attached to it, just a small one. And so it seems as if this quarry, while potentially malicious, you're not sure, was at the bare minimum making her thoughts clearer. However, eventually, after ridding her of the quarry and the necklace, her entire demeanor changed, and she seemed grateful, though she had been down here for quite some time, and she was not sure just how long. But you know it would at least be probably 40 years. Yep. She eventually left you alone in the library, deciding to instead return to, I believe it was your camp that you directed her towards.
Yes.
Yeah. Deciding instead to return to your camp and try to figure out what's going on. She did say to contact her because she might have a way to break the teleportation problem. She seemed to be a relatively intelligent individual, so always a possibility. And here we are. You're aware of some pretty spooky things happening on the other side of a door that you've opened. Some strange creatures reside on the other side of this door. You're not sure what else. She did warn you of that. And you seem like you might want to go in there. So that's up to y'all. But this is where we start. You were still in the frozen library. You had just gotten done handling the quarry and talking to Ayla. And Ayla has now left this area. What are you guys doing?
I guess we're going to go kill something.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 things.
Yeah, I thought the plan was to like kill the spiders, but then we found out the spiders were really good at killing mages, and we were like,
Maybe you should stay behind and stay in cover and make sure you have some daggers out just in case. Unless if you don't have any daggers, Rel.
I mean, Rel is a knife.
Not a dagger, but I have a knife.
I will stab them with my fury.
It is. It's an out-of-sight dagger.
No Bob. Let's see. I am missing a magic item that you guys have.
Which one?
You got the gift bringer's ring. Where is the amulet of mind shielding?
You never gave. I don't.
I made an item card.
It's under the wondrous items.
Oh, that would explain everything. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I have like way more stuff than y'all can see, so it's like sometimes hard to sort.
Yeah, and you're just putting it in its own category of items we have or have encountered.
Yeah, well, I just resorted the magic items earlier. That's all I was doing. But yeah. Okay, so are you guys going in there? Eula's just like, as someone that doesn't cast spells, I am happy to fight these for you. So long as it gets me to product.
I mean, I'm force smashing in some bugs. I don't really need to cast spells.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you guys actually only have one true spellcaster in the group.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because like
Xiao.
Amalia's like, I don't really cast spells, and then like I hit people, and then Zhao is like, well, I cast spells, but then I can also just hit people, and then you is just like, well, I mostly just shoot people.
I shoot
like,
people or I could stab some bitches.
Rel's like, fuck this, I cast spells.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you want my crossbow, Rel?
I actually think I have a crossbow. I do.
If you do, I would suggest using that and staying away. If you need to cast a spell, make sure it's on yourself and it gets you away.
I actually have Numidian bolts too.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't remember what those do.
Disadvantage on if you hit somebody with them, it's a disadvantage on the concentration check if they're concentrating.
Right. I got those because they'd be handy in yeah.
Do you need some normal bolts?
I have 13 normal bolts.
I will go ahead and throw this out there. You guys don't need to track your normal bolts at all. I'm not going to be tracking normal ammunition, just standard ammunition. Just assume that you have it at all times, because that is so tedious. It's not worth it.
It is.
Yeah, special ammunition like Numidian bolts or like magic arrows and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely track those, but don't bother tracking normal ammunition.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I still have it on my ticker, but other than that.
I say as I, create my own ammunition.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I don't think it really counts.
In a different world, like the way this campaign started, yeah, okay, we should be tracking ammunition, but now it's like it's no longer some fucking 2E dungeon crawler. We've gone into like Ashwinter mode.
Eh.
I can't help it. All right, so the doors ahead of you are slightly ajar. You do know what's beyond them to an extent. Is the strange insectoid mage killers. You do not know what else might be behind them. Do you proceed forward?
Fuck
Guys,
it.
want me to scout?
That might be a good idea.
That'd probably be a really good idea, actually. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, me and Yin are gonna go forward in stealth
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
with advantage because Yin's gonna help. 21.
Let me open up these things. 21. Yeah, I don't think they have 21. But actually, they're really close. But we'll
Oh,
see. We'll see. So, you are going about your hiding as you normally would. Let me see. Did I remove this dynamic lighting? I did. Okay, cool. So you can see that as you enter through the doors, you see a foyer. You see this kind of like divider that separates the entry hall from the rest of the room. Meant to do. This is an old trick they'll do to make their halls seem bigger. Ironically, it actually takes away space from the hall, but by limiting your view of the hall whenever you first enter it actually makes it look a lot bigger. It's kind of an optical illusion. So you recognize this is like, the architecture you guys has seen so far is relatively straightforward. But as you grow closer to this separator wall, this divider, you see that the ice on it, underneath the ice, there is an old symbol. It looks like a sigil of a house or something like that, which is strange because you know that you're in Wild's Peak, and there aren't any noble houses in Wild's Peak. But as you grow closer, you see the house symbol. Roll history here. I want to see if you know what this is.
10?
10. You don't recognize the symbol, but it is very reminiscent of some Astorians that you've seen, especially like you've seen the Valcrest symbol because it's fucking everywhere because it's on coins. And you've seen the Durant symbol because it's also everywhere because the Durants run Astoria. And so they all have a similar style to them. This looks like a symbol of one of the great houses of Astoria.
Yeah.
You don't recognize it though. And to describe the symbol itself is it's a shattered sword. You can see the sword itself is very typical great sword. It is pointing downwards. The bottom of the blade is shattered, and coming up to meet the blade is a fist, like an armored gauntlet.
Can I get a quick sketch of it?
If you want to, but I'm going to ask you to roll a stealth check again.
No, I'll get it later then.
Okay.
Um,
So as you enter into this area, you can go left or right. Which do you decide? You know they both lead to the same place, but okay. Peeking around the corner, roll perception.
can I have advantage with Yin?
Is he in with you?
Yes. She's helping with stealth.
Yes.
17.
17 perception. That's pretty good. What you see are a number of statues, most of them shattered. However, many of them not. Many of them in the back of the room, especially standing perfectly still. These are very reminiscent of the statues that you had seen in the kind of wide open room not far from Droki's little strange adventure. You see many people frozen in a multitude of different expression and body language. They do look petrified. Quite a few of them are shattered as well. The majority of them are not, but there's still enough that it looks like something went through here at some point and just took a hammer to them or something.
Okay. Can I see the monsters at all?
With a 17, let me roll for them because I haven't rolled for them yet. I don't know what they're gonna be rolling here. Okay, that's a natural one, so I don't care what their bonus is. Yeah, you see them. There's two large insectoid creatures, hanging from the not hanging from, but hanging on the ceiling, at the far back of the room. They're kind of huddled together.
Okay, is there anything else if I move on the other side of the room? To make
Okay,
sure
you kind of
there's-
just like move right here, creeping along. What you do see is one of the statues looks like a man that's like slumped on the ground. You actually see it move for just a moment, and then you realize that it's not a statue. This is a person. As they get up, shake themselves off for a second, and then sit back down. This individual looks probably you can't really tell what their ancestry is. Vantage point. Number one, because they're wearing heavy clothes that kind of conceal most of their features, and number two, because strangely enough, you don't see any identifying features on them, except for the fact that both of their eyes are lightly glowing green.
Yeah, you would definitely back out. Could I tell what
Okay.
kind of, if he's a mage or a stone man?
You are not really able to identify from this far.
Okay. Okay, yeah. You would back out.
Okay. Back out. Managed to get cleared perfectly fine.
Okay. They're huddled in a corner, in the back corner. Lots of statues like the beginning room. A symbol I can't identify. And a man I can't really get a good look at. His eyes are glowing green.
Oh, that's not ominous.
No. I couldn't get any features because he's that heavily obscured. But he literally got up and shook himself off and then sat back down.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
the
With those
things weren't
spiders.
bothered by him?
No.
That's great.
Yeah, he was probably not even 20 feet from them.
He was
They
like,
definitely would know he was there.
yeah, he was like 20 feet away. So they would have noticed.
So he probably controls them or something.
Possibly. But he's definitely an individual. I don't know what type of individual.
How many spider thingies were there?
2. And they're huddled in a corner together.
Yeah, we can take him, right?
I mean, probably. Let's be real.
I mean, if they're under some kind of spell or something, don't cast magic. That way they don't know who it's coming from. Plus, you can cast spells without people noticing it.
Right. So you want me to do what?
Say the individual is in control of those things.
Mm-hmm.
If we squash the bugs first, or him first, then you could kill the bugs. If he finds out that you're a spellcaster, he's gonna probably command them to kill you first.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If he's in control. But I don't know, and I definitely don't think we should keep them since it's not just the monsters, it's just under his control, and we don't know their intent.
Mhm. Lovely. Well, all right.
I mean, I'm all for just heading back to camp. I don't know about y'all, but I think we could just go and be done with this. I mean, who really needs the fuck with big? We're going in, aren't we?
Probably, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, shadows are like spiders.
It's alright, Shout. I'll be right there beside you.
Fuck.
As I pull out my longbow and keep it behind my back.
Zhao slowly like steals Yu's crossbow. Like,
You want my crossbow?
no, it was a joke.
I'm perfectly fine with letting you borrow it.
All right, well, I just said it was a joke. I
Um,
don't do the whole pew pew thing very well.
You know what would be really mean?
Hmm?
If I offered Zhao my longbow. He'd just get like 10 feet away from me and it would vanish.
That would be evil.
That would be very evil, which is why I'm not going to do it.
Well, all right, I guess. Oh, Ro pulls her crossbow out of her like bag, dusts it off. Like I haven't used this in like forever.
When we're pulling out crossbows, that in itself is just like, all right, well, this is the end.
I use a crossbow all the time.
Yeah, but you're good at it.
I'm semi
That's
good at
your
it.
thing.
You haven't
We
seen me
don't
shoot
do
yet.
that.
I don't think
I
I
know,
need
but
to.
I've seen you cast spells, and those don't always hit their mark.
Oh
And
no.
that's your specialty.
Pick a target.
The things in the room. Let's go.
Okay.
No. I want to make a point. Pick a target somewhere in this room.
It's just covered
Is
in
there a
ice.
vase?
What about that right there? And he points to this like, it's basically a book, but it's like hanging out of some ice, like on its side, and it's pretty far away. Might be pretty hard to hit.
What's the book?
You can't tell from this distance. It's more than 60 feet away.
I should protect it, I think.
Well, it's hanging out, right?
Yeah, it's kind of hanging out of the ice. It's not completely
Protect
frozen
it.
over.
Yeah. Let me check and see if the book's anything important for us.
I mean, sure.
What's the book? I'll go and check it.
Okay.
You don't have to come up with a name. You can just tell me if it's important.
It's not
or not.
important. It's not important.
All right. So it all goes back. All right, fine. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
10.
Can I
Wait,
argue
what?
that I have advantage since it's not moving?
Generally
It would
speaking, the target.
technically be restrained by the ice.
No.
Generally speaking,
I'm not wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's also not a creature. Generally speaking, movement and stuff is reflected in a target's dexterity.
I think a 10
Roll-
would still hit.
Roll a d2.
All
Flip a
right.
coin.
All right.
All right, you have advantage.
Yeah.
You nail it in the direct center of the book. Josh is like, fuck, alright. Just fine. Fucking, why don't you use
Why
that
do
more
you
often?
cast spells?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you a spellcaster? Start shooting people.
I don't like being that person, all right?
Do you think Haruka is getting very far away?
Right? Spiders.
I don't know why you guys did that. Let's
The name of the book is Becoming a Paladin, the full guide to becoming the lawful good person you always hope to be.
Of fucking course it is.
Not even fucking joking. This is great.
Oh my god.
God, this is actually the best shit ever here. I'm gonna send this description of the book and what lies below. This thick volume even includes how to protect orphanages and the correct meaning and the correct means of smiting your enemies.
Wow.
How to become a paladin.
oh god.
Realm multi-classes and vengeance paladin.
This book is a little more eye-catching than most other mundane books. It explains why Zhao picked it.
Exactly. See, it's this fucking thing is perfect. All right. So, as you prepare yourselves, do you proceed forward?
I guess so.
Who's taking for it?
Who's taking
Not
point?
me.
What's over here?
I guess I will.
You would go this way in stealth.
Which way?
This way.
Okay, so Amalia
Oh.
is taking point.
I cast the invisibility.
Good to know. Okay.
Cast the invisibility, and I would also stealth.
21.
You'll
I opened
try
the
to
wrong
do
glass.
that?
I'm not the best at stealth. That's
21. Not bad.
Wow, I rolled a 21, and I have a +3, and you have a 13.
I give up.
So that's how that feels.
All right. I will be right back. I have to pee really bad before this because this might take a minute. So
I do too. I'll be right
I
back.
will return.
Okay, I guess I'll do that. While they do that.
All right.
Play that many.
Sure.
It's not.
You
Most
have
of
a big full.
most of the bottom of that is all like they're propped up on top of each other, so there's like barely any in there.
Okay.
What I really got, the good shit that I got here, I got cheesy rice.
Oh.
Ooh.
I thought it
Listen,
was both bowls full
what
of
I've-
chips. I was like, what the fuck?
What I've learned today is that rice, right? Rice is good, yeah, but it's really just a vehicle. Rice is just a vehicle for more.
What?
What? You broke out.
Big truth.
Rice is just a vehicle for more rice. Don't at me.
Big truth.
I mean, yeah, sure.
So that's fucking delicious. We have a rice maker now, or rice cooker. And oh shit, you added me. All right, that's it. Fucking deleting the server.
No, wait.
All right, friends, let's go ahead and start some D&D potential combat here. Maybe. We'll see. As you round the corners, are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to put some creepy music on. As you round the corners, you see the scene described earlier. Multiple statues, clearly people petrified in moments of fear, anguish, or terror. Broken. Many completely shattered into dust. Many of them still standing. And sitting very front amongst this group, right here, is an individual wearing a set of thick clothing that looks, now that you're closer to it, a little like bark. And you quickly realize that's not clothing. That is this individual's body. He rises. Unfortunately, somebody failed their stealth check.
That means You and I are still hidden, right?
Yeah. You can't be hidden if you're in plain view is the only problem. So like if you want to stay behind the pillar, that's fine. But you would have to stay behind the pillar to be hidden.
Where
Alright, that's
exactly
fine.
is he at?
So whoop, that's not working. The individual rises from their sitting place. Standing at their full height now, you see not a person, but some kind of strange construct made of different types of wood banded together using some kind of sticky mortar that seeps out of the cracks. He's wearing what looks like old clothing over the top of some of the body. However, most of it still remains exposed. His legs, vaguely humanoid in nature, end in two large claws carved from stone. And his eyes glow a ghastly green. Just barely. Just faint enough to be seen in the darkness. As he rises, he lifts a staff. And you see the two creatures that you pointed out earlier, attached to the ceiling, begin slowly making their way down. And he says, "I'm sorry. You cannot be here. You must leave immediately." I am guarding what I was told to what I was told to guard. You will leave immediately. He takes a step forward.
You know anything about this guy?
She actually might. Let me see.
Oh.
Uli. That is not how you spell Uli. Y-U-L-A. There we go.
Oh.
Shit.
She
That's
she
not
speaks
what
up.
I intended.
She speaks up. One of the mages that lives down here uses these constructs for her work. I suspect she's also responsible for the petrified individuals behind it. This construct is known as a warforged. He is made out of wood and rock. He is a soul bound in place, much like my own, but stricken to do her bidding. He cannot disobey her.
So he's not with you or the master?
No.
Then I don't think we're leaving.
He takes one more step forward. You must leave. I cannot give you another option. Please. I don't wish to fight you.
Now I'm starting to feel bad. What are you guarding?
These statues are the protection, the property of my master. You must not disturb them.
Wait, that's it?
Yes. These statues are the property of my master. You must not disturb them. I am ordered.
Okay, guys, now I feel bad.
Man, this is fucking creepy. Alright, anyone doing anything?
I think me and Rel are hiding.
It's true,
Is
you are.
there any indication, like, that there might be something else in the room other than the statues?
Make a perception check.
Fuck me.
mm, The statues appear to be the only thing of note in the room. At the very back, behind all the statues, frozen under the ice, there is a large tapestry. You can't clearly see what it depicts, but it looks ornate. This is your final warning. If you do not leave in the next 60 seconds, I must attack.
Doesn't really seem like there's anything in here of note. I don't know. Do we just leave?
I mean, I'm not sure what to do, Rel. People?
You comes around the corner. Do you want to be free?
He stares.
I mean, we've taken on greater things, so we could probably free you from her
He continues staring.
binds.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
"30 seconds.
Oh, why are some of the statues destroyed?
He's staring at you.
Eula, is she an evil mage?
I would say so.
Well, I guess we're staying.
Oh,
Sorry, sweetie.
I regret what comes next, but I must do this. Thank you. All right. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Run that one by me again.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
All right. I guess
Maybe
I
he means
almost
thank
rolled
you
the
for your contribution.
almost rolled the death save. Fuck me. Why do I not have advantage on these damn things yet?
Listen, just take a couple points in Barbarian. Or just take the Barbarian feature that gives you advantage on them.
Or
I might just fucking do that.
Or just go the feat that gives you alert. Gives you
Mm.
+5 to your initiative.
And also take the thing. Plus 5.
Yeah, that would be badass.
+5 to initiative with advantage on all initiative rolls? Okay, sure.
I also, unless I like get knocked out, won't ever like willingly be unconscious ever again. So you know, alert wouldn't be so bad now.
Right. All right. Let's see. Let's get some combat. That's thing playlist. Hold up. I'm about to update all the playlists for Rule 20 with some more music. Really good stuff.
Hope so.
That is not an appropriate playlist. Let's turn on the difficult playlist for this one. Okay.
Oh.
As he says, thank you, of the strange insectoid creatures, which, by the way, they look less like spiders and more like giant, not centipede. What's the word I'm looking for here? What are those things? Heather, we saw one in the bathroom the other day.
What?
Which one?
Roly-polies. They look like giant roly-polies. However, they lift themselves up. They have 4 legs, and then they have 2 legs sprouting out of their backs, except for these 2 legs have strange fungal antennas on them that look a little bit like mold, like giant mold. And you notice that there are small arcs of lightning going between all of the little fungal antennas. The first one, excuse me, is going to go first, and I have to remember how to spell their fucking name because it's ridiculous to find the stat block. Here it is. Okay. And it is going to immediately sprint towards you. It moves very quickly, by the way, and it even moves across the walls at some point before it lands directly in front of you. It's actually going to make some attacks here against Zhao. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's great. It's gonna actually cast a spell first. You watch the two little fungal antennas swirl around it for a second, and then lightning skitters down across its entire body, and kind of vanishes. And it now has this strange kind of orange sheen. This weird orange magic is covering its entire body, and you notice it's moving really quickly all of a sudden. It's going to go ahead and make one attack against Zhao.
Motherfucker just cast haste.
Possibly.
That
It wasn't. 16? Okay,
Yep.
cool. All right, and that is the end of its turn, and I'm going to mark this. Okay, Zhao. Just like, what the fuck? No!
I mean, I guess he's just gonna hit it.
Okay. Like, out flails for a second, raises his shield, and just beats
We
it in the
took a long
face.
rest, right?
In the library, you did, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't fight anything after that, correct?
You did not. No.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Oh, we
we
did?
fought the
You
thing.
fought the.
Oh yeah.
You fought the quarry.
Okay.
Zhao has no 5th level spell slots right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I forgot about that. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good catch. I forgot about that.
Yeet.
For some reason, my brain thought that was before the long rest.
Nope.
Okay. So that makes sense. All
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right. All right. Yeah. So I guess he's gonna hit it then.
Okay, hit it. Oh,
Big oof.
yep. No. As a 9 goes to slam into it, it hits, but the thing just takes the hit anyway, and just. All right. Is that the end of Zhao's turn?
Yeah.
Rel, you are actually still hidden as of right now.
I'm gonna.
Second. Yin's token didn't roll.
Go ahead and roll for it.
It is the 13, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Well,
Rel.
convenient.
So all right. I guess I'm gonna load a pneumatic bolt in,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna shoot it. I have advantage,
Okay.
right?
You do, because you were hidden.
Like
You like pop out from behind the corner.
Where's my? There we go. That's 17.
17. 17 does not hit. As you go to the bolt just goes wide.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking haste.
Haste plus 2 AC.
Yep.
For reference, these things normally have 16.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Feels bad.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Probably shouldn't let it do a line.
I'm not. I just want to check something real quick, but I can't find
Sure.
it because where is it? Oh, that's not it. Here it is. Oh yeah, I forgot I knew twin spell.
Yeah. Used to use it for your chromatic orb.
Yeah. Why have I never twin detect thoughts?
I have
How
no
does
idea.
that work?
It works just like detect thoughts, except for you now have detect thoughts on two people.
That's
You can
fucking
only
weird.
you can only probe deeper on one of them at a time though,
Interesting.
because you have to use an action. So you don't have 2 actions a turn. If you hasted yourself, and well, no, because then if you were hasted by someone else, then theoretically you could detect thoughts on 2 people at the same time and probe deeper on 2 people at once.
It's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Very strange.
Yeah, but imagine the jumble mess that would be.
God, you'd have to make an intelligence check. I'm sure you'd succeed, but you would need an intelligence check to understand what was going on at that point.
Jesus.
fair.
All right. Yeah, that's I'm gonna move back.
Okay, probably a good idea.
I don't want that. Alright.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
That's my turn.
All right, you are not hidden hidden right now.
Yeah, you doesn't plan to be hidden.
Oh no.
You is going to double dash. Well,
Okay.
dash is a bonus action. Right.
Okay.
And she's going to hold an attack.
Okay, what's your
Prompt
trigger?
being whenever Yin gets right here.
Okay, what kind of attack are you holding?
A dagger.
Gotcha. All right. So that is going to be the end of your turn. It is now the Warforged's turn, and I need to pull his stat block up because I failed to do so. Big Red B. All right,
Okay.
Yes, I'm great. He is
Okay.
going to. Shit. Okay. He can do that. He can do that. Sure, why not? He is going to begin chanting. You see his staff, the end of his staff, which has like fungus all over it, start glowing a little bit, and he holds out his hand, and this little ball of fire begins expanding in his hand, and then he slams it down onto the ground and backs away from it just a step or two, and you watch this ball of fire grow into something a little bit larger as he uses a spell to summon a fire elemental.
Oh no.
And he points let's see, he points at you and says, kill her.
Oh no.
I need to double check if this fire elemental goes directly after his turn. Okay, it has its own initiative. All right, so I'm gonna roll initiative for it. It rolled really high, so it has to wait for a little while. And that is going to be the end of his turn, I believe. Yeah, can't do anything as a bonus action. Yeah, he doesn't have a bonus action, so he's going to. He's facing you right now, and he has the fire elemental currently kind of trained on you. Yen, you're muted.
Yen's going to dash into the fire elemental, and I'm going to take my attack.
Okay, Yen is going to take some damage here.
Yep.
Let me see how much it is. It is 1d10 fire damage. 9 points of fire damage to Yen.
Okay.
She enters the creature space.
And I get my attack, which is going to be with my Adicite dagger. 25.
25 hit definitely hits. Woo!
Now he has to make a con save with disadvantage.
Right, because it's Adicite. Well, is Adicite disadvantage?
I think so, isn't it?
No, Numidium's disadvantage. Adicite penetrates physical or magical barriers like shield and mage
Okay.
armor. Yeah, so he just makes a normal con save.
Okay.
But you do get sneak attack for this since Yen's threatening him.
Yep. Second. Rolling low.
Okay. 9 points of damage to him. And in typical R20 fashion, I have to sit here and wait for 5 seconds just to use the token. And then he has to make a con save. He's actually really good at these, so we will. Okay, so he crit. You rolled a 26. It rolled privately, but I'm gonna switch it to public after this.
Okay.
But yeah, he rolled a 26, so I think he's saved. As you stab him, he just kind of. He doesn't really react at all, but he just kind of looks down at the dagger. And it's Eli's turn. Eli is going to do what Eli does best, honestly, and so hit things. She's just going to get right here and just wail on this fucking creature. God, fucking Eli. All right, that is. Ooh, not casual 37 points of damage as 2 of those greatsword strikes hit. 2 great strikes to the abdomen of this creature, the necks of this creature. Managed to penetrate. The third one does not, however. And it needs to roll what? 2 concentration checks? Yep. That is a success. Just barely, but it is a success. All right. It is still concentrating. As Yulai draws her greatsword back, Amalia, you spring into action, and it's your turn.
Yeah. What is it? Oh shit! Hello. There we go. What is it currently engaged with?
It is currently engaged with Zhao, specifically.
Sweet. I'm coming over this way.
Okay.
Wouldn't you want to be here for advantage?
I mean, it's fine either way.
Okay.
Does it matter?
Not really.
Okay. Where is my greatsword?
Oh,
no.
okay. Roll damage.
Oh shit! Every single time.
That's fucking great. All right. What is that? Hold on, my calculator's broken.
29?
Yep, 29 points of damage to this creature. Damn. You almost matched Yuli in physical damage. Like, god damn it.
I am the Yuli now.
Look at me. I am Yuli now. All right.
I think you were always
29
Yuli, because you one-shot that boss.
Sure, you've been Yuli since Yuli wasn't Yuli.
I've
this
been
thing has to
Yuli
make-
before we even met her. Like,
Exactly. 2 con saves. 21 and yeah, it's
are you
perfectly
kidding
fine. No, get wrecked. Let's see. Consumes great. Oh, that is just cruel. Oh, okay, I love it. All right, is that the end of your turn?
No, my turn will go on forever.
All right, Amalia's turn ends, and now this one is going to rush towards you. This one is actually going to use its action to cast haste on itself, just like the other one did.
Of
Double
course
haste.
it is.
bitch.
Why wouldn't it do that?
Why
Mhm.
doesn't it cast haste on haste?
Because you can't stack haste. Doesn't work.
But what if
That would
one
be
haste fails
absolutely
and the other
stupid.
one would still be on
But
that?
then you just get double stunned when both of the concentrations fail. Anyways, so it's going to cast haste on itself, and then it's going to use its second action to make an attack. Oh, that's Yuli's sheet. Make an attack against you. It's going to make a bite attack as these 2 mandibles sprout from its face, and it goes down to grab you.
Why?
Why does it not roll attack? What the fuck? I'm gonna roll a claw attack here. That is the 26. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
That is-
yeah, of
wait,
that is
course.
a failure.
Wait. She has the parry to poison, so she cannot be poisoned. In combat, she has the parry to poison.
Knife.
Out of combat, I have it.
No.
Yes, shush. I don't mind sharing it. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I forgot we had that conversation.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. All right. Yeah, that's fair. I do remember that conversation. All right. So as it picks you up, it does have some kind of venom, and you feel getting bit, but it doesn't affect you because of the parry up to proof against poison. So, nice. As it picks you up, like bites, and it like seems frustrated for a second, like what the fuck? Hello. All right. This creature is going to go ahead and make 3 attacks against Zhao.
Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of
Why is
Sentinel here.
There we go. I think that's gonna miss. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, and you are grappled, but you're not restrained. So yeah, you don't have a disadvantage. Yeah. In fact, you have advantage because it's facing Zhao. 21 hits. Roll damage.
Make me a
Jesus
con save.
Christ! 17 on a non-crit. What is going
That
on?
Damage! Oh my god!
Fuck.
Well, all right then.
Like fucking Hexblade. All right. Did you just say make me a con save?
Make me a con save.
Okay. 17. It succeeds.
Wait,
but
what?
yeah.
Alright, because half the damage. Son of a bitch!
It has to be half the damage or a minimum of 10. So the DC on that one is 10.
Fucking hate this game.
I'm so all right. So The bite attack, the first bite attack against Zhao does not hit. It can make a second bite attack here with its haste. Does 18 hit?
Zhao's AC? No.
Oh, fuck. Okay, really?
Yeah, he's got 19
The
AC.
fuck is... all right, that is the end of its turn. As it misses both attacks, Zhao is just like, you fuck God, Jesus. All right, Zhao's turn.
Well...
I apologize for getting aggressive with the con save.
No, you're great. You're great. I love it.
I guess Zhao's just gonna fucking, like...
Fucking boop it in the
You know,
face.
smack him. So, yeah.
Smack you in the face.
22
hits. 22 hits.
86
6 points.
plus...
Should be higher. Yeah, divine
7.
strike. Nice. So the 6 plus 7, 13. Oof, brain. Moving a little slow there.
It's
the
also an
creature-
Adicite mace. Oh, wait, that
Yes.
doesn't matter. That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't
Numidium.
matter for haste.
Numidium, right.
Yeah. Numidium is what matters here. So as he just slams his fucking mace directly into its face while it's trying to like bite him with these huge mandibles, the little flash of light from Zhao's divine strike goes off, and this creature reels back. Con save. Oh, 10 just barely succeeds. As it reels back, it still maintains its control over haste. You can see it almost blurring with how fast it's moving. Rel, it's your turn.
All right. Oh, that's 35 feet. I can't move that far. That's upsetting. All right. I guess I'll peek out right here. Can I see him? I need to zoom out more, apparently. No. But I could see him from here. So, I'll move here.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot this guy.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. With a Numidium bolt.
Okay.
All right. Like
Now we are tracking those.
Yeah.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Nice, and I get sneak attack.
Oh yeah, because you're a level 1 rogue.
Yeah. That's 11 points of damage, and he
How
uses
the fuck are you
disadvantage.
roll? Hold on, a sneak attack. Wow.
26.
That's right. It's 1d6, not 1d.
Yep.
For some reason, my brain was like, it's 1d4.
No, that's guidance.
All right. That's,
that's
11
11
points of
points
damage. Not
Yep.
terrible for a fucking sorcerer crossbow at level 10. And he has to make a DC 10 con save with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Fingers crossed.
He's pretty good at these, but we'll see.
Nope.
Yeah, 19. 19. So easily makes it. However, still 11 points of damage with a fucking crossbow ain't bad. Like, good job.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm ahead of him.
I gotta go. I gotta go. All right.
Hey, I got,
It is. Mm-hmm.
got a question for this weapon right here. What does, of course, on a fake roll. What does that type of dagger do again?
Zerite is against undead. It's a.
Yeah.
I think it's a plus
Okay.
1. It functions as a plus 1 dagger against undead, from what I
Okay.
remember.
Okay, I was just making sure. I couldn't remember what it was for.
Yep. It's a plus 1 to attack and damage rolls against undead.
Just making sure.
Fire Elemental's turn. The Fire Elemental is taking the shape of basically a small tornado of fire. As it quickly shifts over to you, it's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against you. For some reason, it's still rolling with GM rolls. Never whisper rolls. There we go. It rolls a 13 because it has disadvantage on these attacks, right? You haven't been hit yet.
I have been hit by the quarry, so no disadvantage.
Didn't you upgrade
What's
that
that
leather?
I upgraded it to a different leather. Yes,
From what I remember, you upgraded it to where it comes back at the end of combat.
it does.
That's what I thought. We'll go over it. I will.
That's fucking what?
Well, that's what I remember of this, because the actual full magic item comes back every turn.
Every
But-
what?
Yes, it is disadvantage on all attacks unless someone hits you, and then it comes back at the next turn. That's the
Wow.
full realization
That's
of the
crazy.
displacement magic item.
Okay.
We'll just say that it came back at the start of combat, or the end of last combat, because that's what it should be doing, from what I remember.
Okay.
Because you upgraded it to tier 2. But it doesn't matter anyways, because the straight rolls are 13 and 9, which I don't think either of those hit your AC.
Nope.
Okay. You
just kind of looks back at that. You keep up the good work, and then she's gonna whip out her medium dagger, and she's gonna stab him, and with the out of sight dagger as well,
Okay.
with advantage.
Yeah, I would like to argue that she gets to keep the crits, and she already rolled it.
I'm perfectly fine with not keeping it, but
I will actually kill you. Like all arguments, they should be solved with a coin flip. Flip a coin. On a 2, you actually keep the crit.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh.
no,
Nope.
that's fine. Ryan,
I tried.
Oh, that's it though.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
Awesome.
scream and give him disadvantage. Ah.
And he makes his con save with disadvantage.
15 points of damage. Jesus. God, keep it up. And he does make his con save with disadvantage because it's a medium
I'd like
dagger.
to imagine she flicks out her like she
Ooh.
puts up her
Ooh.
foot.
Oh, he fails. Uh-oh.
He
Uh-oh.
she puts
Oh,
up
no.
her
Oh.
leg where her medium dagger is, flip it out, and stab him with it.
Yeah, exactly like that. He's some fucking Jason Bourne shit.
Except now there's a rampaging fire elemental. Run!
Except now there's a rampaging fire elemental. As he drops his concentration, he looks
He
and he
did
goes,
it.
I wish you wouldn't have done that.
He did it.
Okay, let me... This thing just attacks the closest enemy to it at all points, I'm pretty sure. Let me... Oh, his sheet broke. No.
He dissipates immediately.
He actually just falls over dead right now.
You're the idiot that summoned the fire elemental.
Exactly.
None of this is our fault.
Turns into Ragnaros.
I am the Fire Lord.
The who?
The Fire Lord. Ragnaros the Fire Lord.
Nah, that was a Star-Lord joke.
Oh.
It
mind.
becomes hostile to you.
I was
and-
thinking, wow, my bad.
No, it was because that was the Fire Lord joke, but the Who joke was
Oh.
a Star-Lord reference.
Yeah, I
is-
didn't get it either. Sometimes I think her jokes are just really bad or really, really, really good and like way too obscure for me to understand.
I'm actually too stupid to get most jokes.
Yeah,
That
me
said,
too.
creatures
They're
friendly
really
to you and
good.
your
They're
companions
just
are great.
obscure.
Yeah, they are.
Which makes you a genius.
Exactly.
The elemental doesn't essentially do good.
See, there you go.
Oh, and
Shows
the
how
elemental
smart.
might becomes hot. It becomes
hostile to you. And we're not. It's a companion.
Wait, is it really hostile to just him?
No, it's hostile to
It's
everyone.
hostile to everybody
So he was controlling it.
because it was hostile to you to like other people when it was summoned to begin with, but it's now also hostile to you, is what that's saying.
Okay, we just- okay.
Um,
Wow, and it can't be dismissed. And
Nope, it cannot.
it disappears 1 hour later. All right, well, rip this poor fucking elemental.
okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So you hear you suddenly feel the flames retreat at your back.
You punched him. It's his fault.
Is that the end of your turn? That was your action. Bonus action. Are you moving?
Nope. Well, actually, she'll shift over here.
All right. I'm really glad you added the F there because for a second I thought you said shit over here, and I was like, I don't know about all that. The fire elemental is taking an attack of opportunity against you. 11.
No.
All right. And it is now the fucking Warforged's turn, and he looks at you as you shift around. Like, that was a bad idea. And
Hey, I'm not the
is-
stupid one who summoned it.
Let's see. I need to like close up all of these spells because they're all expanded for some reason because roll 20, I guess. All right. Well, shit. He had like one gimmick here, and you ruined it.
And that gimmick's gonna come to kill him.
All right. He is going to He's gonna go ahead and cast on himself. As he drops his quarterstaff, and in his hand suddenly appears this fiery greatsword. That is his action, and for his bonus action, he's not taking a. He is gonna move right.
He's like, fuck no, I don't want this.
They're playing fucking leapfrog with the fire elemental.
Fucking checkers. All right, Yen.
Yin just stares at him like, bitch, where the fuck do you think you're going? She does that, and she's gonna stab him.
Okay.
I don't think poison really works on him, but 11, I don't think that hits.
It doesn't hit. Okay. That the end of her turn?
Yep.
Eli. Eli is just gonna beat the shit out of this thing continuously. That's what she does. Oh. She's gonna miss all 3 attacks, actually.
Oh no. No, please. You like
She
not
gets her
like
greatsword. She goes to strike, and her greatsword sticks in like a particularly thick part of the chitin, and she just can't pull it out. She just keeps trying to pull the greatsword out, and now her greatsword's stuck inside of this thing. Amalia.
that. 10 feet. Damn it, Eli.
Do what you need to do, Amalia.
But Eli.
I don't know. You got 2 bugs surrounding you right now.
Yeah, she would absolutely be freaking out. I'm gonna use Necrotic Shroud.
Okay. I'd say wisdom or charisma save.
Charisma save.
Oh god. I think everybody's gonna be affected. I forget how.
I'm pretty sure that fails.
Oh. That is what is the 8
It's your
plus
spell save DC.
proficiency plus 16.
Yep, that fails. So Eli fails, and both of the Chelicerae have to make charisma saves. Pretty good at these though, except for that. Not that one. That one fails, and then both of them fail.
Damn.
Nice. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Um,
Eli, but worth.
Worth. So these 2, they're frightened of you, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then Eli is also frightened of you, and Eli's just like, "What is that?" Just like turns around, starts backing up.
Hit the mobs as you leave. Don't run away.
And was that?
What is that thing?
Why does she have
Aw.
skeletal wings? That's very creepy. All right, is that
You're
The
a
end of your turn?
skeleton.
What do I all have for bonus actions?
you are? The skeleton's like, man, your skeletal wings are very scary.
Is it just those 2 abilities that are bonus action?
You have
I think
Hex and
so.
Hexblade's Curse.
I also have Far Step, but there's no real
Mhm.
reason to use Far Step. I used Hexblade's Curse on the
quarry.
thingamabobbers, so I'm going to use my Aether Stone to cast Hex on this one.
Okay. As the Phoenix feathers kind of encircle this thing's head kind of portion. Looks like a giant ant cockroach roly-poly. Very creepy looking.
And that'll be
Alright.
my turn.
Perfect. It's now the one behind you's turn, and it is going to attack you. It is flanking you. Well, it can't attack you because it's frightened.
Haha.
Hold on. Necrotic Shroud. Hello, internet? Uh-oh.
Hello.
You're
Oh.
still here.
It's Fallen Awesomar, right? That have it?
Yes.
Yeah. It just has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in its line of sight, and it can't willingly move closer to me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say it has to run away.
Yep, so it's not turned, it's just frightened. That's what I was double checking. Okay. So it has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. It is flanking you, so
It's a straight roll.
it's straight rolls.
That's fair.
It's also hasted, so it's going to make 2 bite attacks against you. Or it did bite you, but you didn't fall unconscious. So it is instead.
Technically, she's still grappled to it.
No, because since you're not falling unconscious, this thing's dropping you. It's not having any of that shit. It just spits you out on the ground, and it's going to turn around and head towards you. You get an attack of opportunity against it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Oh no.
17 does not hit. 18 AC.
Damn it.
And it's gonna attack. It's gonna attack you.
But my sentinel.
I'm sorry. You. That is a 24.
No, it is not. Disadvantage. 15.
Right. That is a 15.
16
Does that miss?
Yes.
11. Both of these miss.
You kind of like, no. No.
No.
Just like holds up the fucking sign, just says no. All right. That is the end of its turn. This one is hexed, frightened, and having a bad fucking day. It also has a great sword stuck in its back. Okay. It's going to run away from you. It is going to use an action to attempt to, what is it called? Overpower? Hold on. It is overtake, overrun. That's what it's called. I need Zhao to make a athletics check for me.
All right.
Okay, he succeeds. This creature gets right here and is unable to proceed any further as Zhao kind of prevents it from running towards Rel. Amalia, well, you don't have never mind, you don't have an attack of opportunity. As Zhao prevents it from running towards Rel, it's just going to go ahead and make its attacks against Zhao.
All right. That misses.
12, 20.
That hits.
Okay. So I need Zhao to make a DC 16 Constitution saving.
Wait, isn't it technically a 19?
Why would it be a 19?
Oh no, it's only against me. Never
It's
mind.
only against you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an 8. Zhao
Oh
fails.
no. It's just whenever I'm in line of sight,
I think a 19 hits Zhao anyway.
doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Okay,
So,
I
yeah,
tried.
Sorry. Zhao falls unconscious.
Oh.
Oh,
As
Not
as
the
the
healer.
creature bites him,
like
Lifts
0
him
hit
up.
points unconscious?
lifts him up off the ground. No, he is still the
Okay.
same HP, except he does take some damage from the bite. Yeah, he takes damage from the bite. 13 points of slashing damage. It should be piercing, but whatever. The stat block is all fucked up.
All right then.
And it is going to lift him up off the ground, and he is now unconscious in its mandibles. At the start of each of his turns, he's going to take 1d4 strength damage. If he hits 0 strength, he dies. And at the end of each of his turns, he gets to make another DC Constitution saving throw, ending the effect on himself on a success. So that is the end of this creature's turns. That's all its actions. So Zhao, I need Zhao to roll a d4.
A d4.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Okay. He loses 1 point of strength temporarily.
Oh, okay. I know where I can do this at.
Yeah, you can go to the
That's-
cog if
that's
you want to do it
Yep.
like the official way or whatever.
Yeah, got
I
it.
usually just write down the previous score and change it, but whatever you want.
Can also use a ticker for it.
And at the
Okay.
end of Zhao's turn, he gets to make a Constitution saving throw. So go ahead and make one of those for him. That is not a success. Poison
That is an
continues.
Oof.
Big oof. All right, Rel, it's now your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come out here, and that's That's not a good dog.
Yeah, you just see Zhao like just like hanging limp in this thing's mandibles, lifted fucking 5 feet off the air or off the ground.
Hang on. Do these things look like lightning wouldn't hurt them?
They do not look like lightning would not hurt. Your lightning attunement and your elemental adept. You do have elemental adept, right?
Yes.
They look as if lightning might do the full amount of damage to them.
Okay.
Like maybe they're just a little resistant. Who knows? Mm-hmm.
How's this work? Let's see. Why do I not have any spells that like allow me to push people?
It's called Thunderwave.
You have telekinesis.
Yeah, but I don't have any 5th level spell slots.
Well,
I used it on the whatever thing.
The Corey.
The Corey, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well then, I guess I am just gonna cast Call Lightning.
Okay. Oof.
I'm gonna hit. I guess like right here or whatever.
Yeah, just so it doesn't hit anybody else.
Yeah, and I'll actually rather like Zhao. I'm gonna use one of my channel divinities.
Okay, what channel divinity?
I have the channel divinity.
Oh, that's right. You can maximize the damage. What's the damage for Call Lightning?
Lightning.
Oh, well, you know, what are the damage dice?
Right. It is 3d10.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So 30 points of damage to this thing. It is.
It does get to make a dex save throw.
Yeah, it does. It's not great at the. It's okay. It's okay. It's not. It's 30 fucking points of damage against it. That is a DC 15 con save as well.
Rel comes around the corner and gets livid when she sees this, and she like lightning starts like sparking out of her eyes and like all over her body, and this is me activating channel divinity.
Nice.
She casts Call Lightning.
Using some of the knowledge that Zhao imparted to you in the idea of thaumaturgy, or the practice of thaumaturgy, you amplify this particular cast of Call Lightning. As it strikes the ground, the creature is not expecting it, and it rears up, nearly throwing Zhao to the side. Just you can tell it's not used to getting its shit handled by lightning. It is extremely hurt. It looks like it's almost dead from that. Woof. 30 points of damage. Channel Divinity, Storm Sorcerer, Big Thunk.
Yeah, I get 2 of those per short rest.
That's awesome. I love that. Is that the end of your turn?
Nope. Since I used the spell slot, I'm going to use the bonus action movement speed. Yep.
Okay. Fire Elemental's turn. So I rolled to see who the Fire Elemental is going to continue attacking. If it was going to be, the Fire Elemental was going to go after one of the big bugs, Yin, you, or the Warforged. It rolled the Warforged. So.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Fire Elemental, this like jet of flame just shoots over, forms a tornado next to him, and then you see another jet just reach out. 10 does not hit him. 15 does. 11 points of fire. This guy.
Reach out and touch plate.
This thing reaches
wait,
out and touches.
Made out of... Shit, he's made out of wood.
He is.
Damn it.
He is not vulnerable to fire damage, so that's okay. Yeah, 11 points of damage to this guy. He is concentrating. I forgot to mark him, but he is concentrating on Flame Blade. He's just like, no, no, don't hurt me. Okay, that succeeds. He keeps Flame Blade, and he's now like trying to back away from this fucking fire tornado that he's created. It's now your turn.
He's like,
Oh, no.
yeah, Yu's gonna disengage, and then she's going to slam, Fairy Fire on all three of these fuckers without hitting
Okay.
in.
Okay, you could do that. That is a dex save from all of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just mass roll a dex save here. At least that still works. It only rolled for 2 of them for some reason. Okay, well, the Warforged fails, so he's affected by Fairy Fire. The Fire Elemental succeeds, and for some reason the Chelicera did not roll. Oh, he did. He's just above. Yeah, I see it now.
Did it
Yeah,
weird.
so both of them succeed except for the Druid of the Warforged Druid. He is now glowing with this like bright green color as your Fairy Fire strikes the ground. The Fire Elemental, being a tornado, pretty easily dodges it. The big bug is now like trying to lean towards you and bite, and as you run past it, it doesn't get the attack off, but it does cause it to like dodge the Fairy Fire. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, oops, did I mean to do that? Yes.
Beep boop. All right. So yeah, this guy is now like concerned that he has a fucking fire elemental to deal with, but he's gonna go after you. So 5, 10, 15. He's going to make a flame blade attack. The fire elemental gets an attack of opportunity.
Yep,
which I will,
and
of
Yen's
course,
going
take.
to take hers, and they all have advantage on him.
Oh, that's true because of because of fairy fire. Okay. So
Oh, no.
yeah. All right.
That's a crit.
Uh-huh.
From the little fucking pseudo dragon.
She crits so much.
I know. I don't understand it.
What the fuck?
And it's great because the crits don't even do much damage. It's like an extra D4. Like, okay, whatever. But at the same time, fuck. Calm the fuck down. I'm not gonna have him make a saving throw because he's immune to poison. So
Okay.
that's 18 points of damage from the two of them though, and he's looking pretty hurt. So he's gonna hit you with this flame blade though. He has to make a spell attack against you. Can I just roll it from his sheet like that?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. As he just like comes at you with this huge fucking greatsword, rolls a 26.
Ouch.
That's definitely gonna hit you. 24 with a disadvantage. 12 points of fire damage to you.
And then I need to make a con save. One
And
second.
then you need to make a con save. And from what I remember, you have some ooh, you lose concentration on fairy fire.
Yeah, but I get disadvantage on attack rolls for that turn.
And yeah, you have disadvantage on attack rolls your next turn. Whoops.
So Fairy Fire's gone.
Yep.
And he does 12, right?
12 points of damage. And I will mark you as the whole fire thing.
Yep.
Oozes don't like fire, yo.
Oh.
All right, that is the end of his turn, and as he strikes you, he just says, "I don't like you,
Fuck you, bitch!
Yin."
Yeah, Yen's gonna disengage and be right here.
Okay. Is that the end of her turn?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot she can't disengage as a bonus action yet.
Nope.
Cause you was multi-classed.
All
right. No.
Actually,
Rin, won't you homebrew me some cool little thing with dragons?
Question.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'm
is
gonna
it dim
multi-class
light
out
or
of it.
darkness right here? Even though it's close to the fire elemental.
It is bright light right there.
Okay. Yeah, then she'll disengage and go right here.
All right. Yulai. Yulai gonna Yulai. Jesus Christ. Okay, so one hit on this thing. This thing is still standing, but it is very fucking hurt. That's 25 points of damage. It is looking a little bit like on a scale of 1 to 153. It might have like 2 health left. Somewhere in there. Who knows? She only gets 1 good hit on it though. I guess it does have to make a con save. Are you
Oh.
fucking kidding me?
Oh god, he finally filled it. The-
Rip.
The creature is now what is it? It's not stunned. It can't take actions or reactions. It can still take bonus actions.
Yeah. It's like a
I'm gonna
soft
put-
core stun.
Yeah, it's like a soft stun. All right, Amalia, it's now your turn. This creature's very hurt and it's currently stunned, pretty much. There's also another one that's attacking you and Yin, and there is the druid that is now standing right next to you with a flaming greatsword. Not just a flaming greatsword, the whole greatsword is fire.
Don't move, please. I understand how your ability works. Please, God, don't move.
Wait, what?
This big spider can't come towards you now. He's stuck there.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
He can skitter over here, but he can't come.
That's if I hit. No, even if I don't, I can still. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? Okay. I'm gonna move up here.
Okay.
I assume he's gonna take an opportunity attack?
The druid?
Yeah.
He cannot. Flameblade is not a weapon, it's a spell. He does not
Oh.
have Warcaster. Yep.
Alright, I like it. Okay, I'll take a swing at this guy.
That is gonna hit. And it does not matter what you roll.
Alright.
Amalia, how do you want to kill this giant cockroach ant roly-poly?
So since I can fly now, just kind of glide over and, like, come down on top of him with my greatsword.
Just fucking chop this thing clean in half as Zhao drops to the ground, and the creature itself just fucking just blood and guts everywhere.
And then
Blood and guts.
that was 10, so I can move another 20. And I
Um,
do I still?
You have 60 feet of fly speed from what I remember, or is it just?
I think it's just necrotic shroud. You gain 30 feet of flying speed.
Oh, okay. It's just 30 feet for Osomar. Okay.
So 20 feet down to here. Do I still get the second attack?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll put Hex. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use your bonus
on
action to do that.
That guy.
Okay. On the Warforged.
Yeah. And then I'll take my second attack. Damn it!
Who are you attacking?
The guy that I put Hex on.
Technically, she could get advantage this turn because nobody's gotten advantage yet.
But she's not in the space to do it.
Yeah.
Remember, it has to be direct opposites.
Wait, can I? No, I can't share a space with Yin, can I?
Yin's tiny, so yes.
Yeah, you technically can.
Oh, I did not. I was not aware of that.
I'll just shift her for
She's
you.
a familiar.
There you go.
So.
Okay.
All right, that's good enough. But that's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Okay. And then
Jesus.
this happy fun time.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, is that? I
Um,
think that's supposed to be 10 now.
What?
Let's see. The damage from that.
Yes, it's supposed to be 10.
Once on each of your turns, you can deal extra.
If that's 10, that's exactly how much health he has too.
Yeah, that's
God.
equal your level. So yeah, it's supposed to be 10 damage.
All right. He as you carve the bug in half, you quickly turn around and fly straight towards the other insect, marking this guy with hex as you go. The fucking phoenix feathers appear like straight down his spine, and you just slash down straight down them as you pass by. Each of them explodes, and this guy just falls to the ground, dead as a motherfucker.
He just waves at him. Bye!
He just,
Alright.
oh no.
And then I would finish out my movement to end up here.
Fucking hexblade.
You just see this fucking
Hexblade.
person flying through, takes out 2 things on the way to this other one, like.
God.
Oh.
And you're immune to poison, so this thing cannot even use its fucking special on you. I'm so butthurt. so fucking ass blasted.
Oh.
All right, it's gonna use its hasted action. Does 16 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
All right, you're gonna hit all 3 attacks here.
Ouch. Ouch.
That is 52 points of damage as this thing just goes to town on you with its claws. Doesn't even bother
Question?
attacking with its mandibles.
Question?
What's
It's
the con
still-
save?
It's still afraid, so it has disadvantage.
Oh, it doesn't have
Oh.
that third attack. Okay, so 32 points of damage. Good.
It
no,
doesn't have the first or the second. Or
13.
no, because the third one still hits.
13 points
Sweetie.
of damage.
The third
Sweetie.
one still hits. I have 15 AC.
It's,
You have 15 AC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
33
plus
points of damage.
2.
Yeah, 2 con saves.
Okay.
Both of them are 10 DC.
Minus how much?
33 damage.
33.
Mhm.
Okay.
Success?
Yeah.
Success.
I rolled exactly what the damage was.
My god.
Ugh.
Zhao, let me read this thing's poison real quick. Okay. Yeah, Zhao, roll a d4, please. The poison continues.
Oof.
Minus another 3 strength. So that's 4 total so far.
Fucking
Oh
oof.
no.
Yeah, you can no longer wear his heavy armor either.
That means his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Hey, would restorative
And-
ointment get rid of the poison?
I don't know. Read the description of the item. And make a con save for me. DC 6.
Oof.
Fucking oof. All right. Yep. He is still unconscious. Rel,
Yeah, so I've got that fancy ring, right?
you do.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration.
Nice. Okay. Just like run over to him and just bend down and like touch his forehead as he's now like shivering and sweating. You can see just like blood pouring out of his ears right now. He does not look good. Lesser Restoration can cure the poison.
Yeah,
His strength score will not return from Lesser Restoration. This is a note. So
I figured.
the poison is cured though. As you use your action, bend down, the healing wave kind of washes over him and he stabilizes really quickly. And kind of his eyes flutter open and he looks up and goes, I was dreaming that I was in the ocean and that there were parrots and they were attacking me. Oh fuck. And are you doing anything else?
Patting him. Yeah,
The parrots, Rel. They squawk.
go back to sleep.
The fire elemental is still here. And it is angry as fuck.
I don't blame it.
It is gonna roll a d4 for the 4 closest people.
no.
And it goes in order of who is closest. So
Bring it on.
that is
Oh
Yin.
no.
Like rushes over and it's now going after this little pseudo dragon.
That's not very nice.
That's not very nice. 2 touch attacks. 13 and 14. 13's her AC. Okay. That is 27 points of fire damage to her. As the fire elemental just like lashes out, it's taking this tornado-ish form, kind of enters her space a couple of times. God, I could be really mean here. I'm not gonna do it. But since Yin's tiny and she can share spaces with other creatures, it could enter her space infinitely as long as it has the movement to do so and do 1d10 damage each time. It'd be 10 feet of movement. It could do that 5 times. It could do 5d10 damage to her that way. All right, Yin, it's now your turn.
Just
Oh yeah,
gonna-
sorry, you. You're still
I-
muted, Heather.
Thanks. I didn't even get my turn. That's
All right,
how it
it's
is.
your turn.
Okay, that's an action. Yeah, I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on the fire elemental.
Fire elementals be charmed.
I don't know, can they?
I don't know. Oh, this isn't even a charm. Wow, hideous laughter is not a charm. What the fuck? Okay. It's a what, wisdom save?
Yes.
That's a 12.
It fails.
All right. Hold on. Let me Google laughing tornado.
I wonder how that sounds.
The first result is from laughing to screams. What happens when there's an F5 tornado touchdown in your backyard?
What?
I would like to avoid this one. So yeah, there is a strange sound emitting from this fire elemental. It sounds a little bit like rushing wind in a certain pattern. That's your action.
Yeah.
It is now disabled for the next, like, 10 years.
Points to the spider. We should kill that thing first before we try to kill that thing. I've got it under control.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
Yen.
sure.
Yeah, Yen's gonna go over here to the spider and try to stab it.
Don't! You'll fight the parrots! Don't do it, you!
Oh, wait.
You'll fight the parrots.
Yen's gonna get right here.
I originally tried to say pirates, but the accent made it sound like parrots, and I was like, no, that sounds better.
21.
I love it.
21 hits.
So what restores stat damage in 5e?
You will have to find out. There's a ton of different things that can do it, though.
Okay.
21 hits, 5 points of damage.
I don't know if it's immune to poison, but
I'm not gonna have him roll because Yin quickly finds out these things are immune to poison.
okay.
They're immune to poison damage as well, but none of that's poison damage. So just
Nope.
5 points of.
It's piercing.
It still has to make a con save off of that though.
I'll laugh if it fails.
Whew,
Barely. did.
almost succeeds though, and it still has its haste, and that's the end of Yin's turn.
Yep.
Yulai is she kind of looks down at Zhao. She's like, "I'm glad you're okay," and then she's gonna rush over here, and she's.
Does she know the effect she's under? Because she can't go forward.
Well, it ends after one turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
forgot.
it's an immediate fear. It's not like a turn.
Okay.
It's just a quick fear.
Go for the
Um,
spider!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Damn. No, that's fine. Yulai has 10 feet of reach, doesn't she? Nope, she doesn't. Okay.
Damn you people doing fireworks. Fuck you.
That's actually kind of weird. 15 feet? 15 feet. Just because of where everybody's standing, she actually can't get in melee range with the spider right now. She's going to move right here.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
She could get right here.
Oh, she could. Okay, that works. And yeah, she'll just beat the shit out of the spider then.
Finger.
18 hits its AC, so that's 3 successful hits. I don't think any of these do. Yeah, some of them do more than 20 damage. So that's an 11 DC. 2 of those are 11 DC. 53 points of damage with 110 and 2 11s. Ooh, Roll 20 is working a little faster right now. Said a prayer to the old gods.
Huzzah!
Alright, this thing has to make 3 con saves. That's a 10. That is a failure.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Because the first attack needed a DC of 11, I think. Hold on. No, the first attack's a DC of 10. Okay, that's a success. It's an exact success. The third one's a failure, though. So, it is now, like, pseudo-stunned here. I'm gonna put the boot here, because it's fucking eating its foot right now. And that is the end of Yulai's turn. Amalia, it's now your turn.
How bad is it looking?
It's looking hurt, but not necessarily bloodied yet.
Alright, I'm gonna put Hex on it.
Okay.
Is that... yeah, I still have that active.
And you can have advantage.
Can I? What is it?
Yen's
I thought it
on
was
the
engaged
opposite
with
side.
me.
It is engaged with Amalia, so she would not have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember,
That's fine.
only the person that it's facing away from gets advantage flanking.
Okay.
23, 21 both hit. Amalia doesn't need advantage
Yeah.
because for some reason she's fucking like she's a hexblade.
Oh, it's whatever. Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
And then
Okay, yeah, no, that's a casual 41 points of damage.
yeah, I wasn't done yet.
Oh god.
I think I
Huh.
might have accidentally kept the hex on. Wait, why does it have a 4 on that?
Thought you moved
Yeah,
hex.
there shouldn't
thought
be
you
the
moved hex.
extra. Yeah, I did move hex onto it, but necrotic shroud shouldn't
Oh, yeah,
affect
yeah, yeah.
shouldn't be affected by hex.
Yeah. I discount that whenever I see it.
Okay.
I get it. It's a roll 20 thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's 51 points of damage. For reference, Yulai with all 3 attacks hitting did 50.
We're
just like-
Look at me. I am the Yulai now.
It's like Amalia, if she gets like another level or two, like Yulai is actually going to fall behind Amalia in terms of damage. And Yulai is built for damage. What the
This is
fuck?
great.
Your
I am
damage
the
is
Yulai
pathetic.
now.
I am the Yulai now.
Hold on. I have to fucking tweet about this one because this is breaking my brain. Alright. Yeah, it's it's bloodied or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not dead.
No, it's not dead. But it can't take any fucking actions this turn. Only bonus actions. It's gonna use a bonus action to cast Spider Climb on itself. It's the end of its turn. It's Xiao's
Aw.
turn.
not
Zhao
gonna
can't
do any-
even
Oh no,
That-
because it can't.
reach there.
Does he have a ranged weapon he can use? Or a ranged
Uh,
Spider
spell?
Flame.
I guess he does have a spell, yeah.
It's advisable not to hit the elemental because if he takes damage and while he's under the spell, he gets advantage on his saving throw. So please do not hit the
Okay.
elemental.
Alright. Oh, that's Rel's character sheet. I actually, oh, he doesn't have that prepared. Never mind. I should really prepare that more often. That's a good spell. Amalia looks really hurt, doesn't she?
I'm actually not doing too bad.
All right. Then I guess he casts Sacred Flame.
Okay.
2.
2.
Shouldn't that be? Wait, shouldn't
should
that
be
be
2d8.
2d8? Yeah,
Should be 2d8. So roll another d8 with it.
yeah.
And then edit the spell on the sheet.
6.
And it's a dex save,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. 13. Failure. Takes the 6 points of radiant damage.
Is he dead?
It is not. It is bloodied, but it's not dead yet. It's still standing.
Cool. I'm not sorry for what I'm about to do.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. So I still have Call Lightning active. I forgot to mark myself concentrating. I'm gonna Call Lightning right here.
Oh no.
Okay.
So, and on that note, I'm also going to use my second channel divinity.
What's
So isn't that gonna hit? Isn't that gonna hit Amalia?
Wait a
No.
minute, what's the radius on Call Lightning?
5.
I thought. Is it 5?
Yep, it hits everything right in the square.
Oh, it's a 10-foot diameter. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, guess the elemental gets advantage on his save.
I think this thing's about to die.
Oh yeah, it has to make a DC 15 deck save.
Succeeds on its deck save, so it takes half damage.
Nah, the first roll was 13.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
You rolled
Roll
twice.
twice. Okay. 13.
And he's incapacitated, so I think he fails.
The 13 was for the Sacred Flame.
Oh, 13. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah.
Yeah.
it
I
takes
was
half
like,
damage.
wait a minute, hold up.
All right, no, you're right. You're right.
And then the Elemental has to make a deck save, which it's not good at. 16?
I think
Yeah,
he fails,
that's-
doesn't he, since he's incapacitated?
Does it give you disadvantage on deck saves? Because okay, hold on.
Incapacitated. Here we go.
As he's not incapacitated, it's a different thing.
Can't
Oh,
He
take
becomes
the-
incapacitated, but unable to stand for the duration.
The Elemental, yeah, I think he might.
Incapacitated and incapacitated creature can't take actions or
Disadvantage on-
reactions. So it says nothing about deck saves.
Yeah. Okay, so he can still make deck saves perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, and then what did the Fire Elemental roll? 16. Does that meet or beat?
Oh,
You're-
sorry, I was muted. That beats.
Okay, perfect. All right, so both of
So
them
they-
take half damage,
Yeah, they take 15 damage.
but still 15 points of lightning damage to both of them. The insect is very hurt, still standing.
Why
And-
won't you die?
Still some people.
He will need a wisdom save, by the way. Again.
Who?
The
The
fire.
Elemental.
Yep, with advantage.
18.
That beats it.
Okay, he is no longer in.
Oh, wait. Is that an action every turn? Hold on. I haven't used Call Lightning a lot. You can use your action. Okay.
Is that the end of your turn, Rel?
Yep.
Okay. It's now the Fire Elemental's turn. He's no longer incapacitated. He's gonna go after Yin. Where the fuck is Yin at?
Yin's
Right here.
over here.
He's gonna beat the shit out of Yin.
You kind of looks over at Rel, and she just gives a death glare.
9 points of fire damage to Yin as the tornado just like whips at her real quickly, and it's now Yu's turn.
Yeah, Yu's gonna go to town on this fucker.
Okay.
Second.
First.
She is going to.
I don't know who's on third.
She's going to attack. Eh. I'm guessing those hit.
19 and 26 both hit, yes. How do you want to kill this thing?
Yu wants to take her frustration out, so she's gonna go and like run up and hack and slash the crap out of it.
Basically just hitting
Just
it like it's a
pretend-
fucking...
Like it's Rail.
Pretending it's real. Jesus, hold on a minute. Alright, so you're going Super Smash Brothers on it. It falls to the ground, blood and gore. Insect is dead. Congratulations. You fucking ruined the entire encounter. Alright. That is the end of your turn.
How did we ruin the entire encounter?
Listen, they're dead
You're
now,
the
so I
one-
can tell you this. I can tell you this. So Amalia was the first one to get grabbed. Zhao got grabbed second, but this thing got stunned the second that it grabbed Zhao. While it has somebody grabbed, it can siphon their spell slots to make itself stronger.
Wow, that's awful.
I was so excited. I was like, oh, this is going to be so good. But they have to be poisoned in order for them to do that. That's a special attack. I was like, motherfucker, that's right. She's immune to poison. All right. Yin, it's now your turn.
Oh shit. That's good.
She's going to do. I don't know. Is the standard action still an action? Yes.
What?
Standard action. It's...
Yeah, standard action is an action. Of
Okay.
course, that's why it's called a standard action.
She's gonna do a disengage, and she's gonna fly into Rel's face.
Okay.
Like, bitch!
She's like now like harrying Realm.
She isn't really hurting him, she's just kind of like, bitch, you gonna make me take on this fire element? I'm bringing it to you.
Sorry.
Okay. It's now Yuli's turn. There's only one enemy left on the field. So she's gonna go beat the shit out of it. Sure. What's this AC? 13 AC? Yeah, all those hit, I guess.
Oh.
Casual 56 damage. Yuli was built as an enemy. She was never really supposed to join y'all. It just kind of naturally happened. And now I'm just like, Amalia.
It's okay, now we have 2 Yulis.
We are the dual Yulis, the twins, the missing twin.
Two
Nah.
lies. You can't stop me.
Alright, I guess gonna fly over here, put my hex on him.
Okay.
Let's have some more fun. Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Rel, why don't you ever crit?
I can't.
Oh, that's actually fair. Never.
You're saving rolls, not damage rolls.
Well, fuck. Oh god.
And Necrotic Shout does that crit.
No, but Hex does.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
How much damage
Hold
is
on.
that?
What the fuck? Hold up. 6 plus 15 plus 6 plus 3 plus 16 plus 8 plus 10. That is 64 damage. That is the campaign record for this campaign.
Jesus fuck.
It's just fucking just a casual 56 damage. I'm like, oh really?
It's funny because a minute ago I tweeted, one of my players is playing Hexblade, and my god, she does so much damage. I've never seen a warlock crit this much in my life. Okay. Amalia, how do you want to do this? This thing's dead as fuck. You triple killed it.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna kind of like fly around it, trying to confuse it while taking swings at it.
Just like
And
fucking
screaming at
dissipating
the
the
same
tornado. Just flying in circles around the tornado, like with the tornado. You actually even kind of sync up with it for a minute as you like swing your greatsword through this thing, just going ah the whole time. It's Rel over here with Channel Divinity, maximize my fucking damage rolls. Fucking Amalia critting like 5 times. Use like, I'm sorry, no one can ever hit me. Fuck off.
Dance!
Zhao, Amalia's immune to poison. Zhao is like, I'm really good if my strength gets drained. It's okay, I'll be fine.
Yeah, he
As
doesn't
he-
use strength very
Still wear
much.
the armor.
As the fire elemental slowly begins to dissipate, you hear almost a sigh of relief from it. As and the room falls quiet. And also slightly dark, but mostly just quiet. Holy fucking fuck. Hello?
I need a bathroom break. I'll be here.
Yeah, if you need to take a bathroom, it's a good time to do it.
Okay, I will be right back.
So let's go ahead and some creepy music in here. He like bends down as all of this is finished and like rips one of the bug's legs off and looks at it. These are not creatures that I have seen before. Zhao is still like sitting on, like he's now sitting up. He seems to be feeling a little bit better. But if you know the state of like you're just coming off of being super drunk, that is how Zhao seems to look right now. Like he's holding his head in his hands and he's like, "Oh, there were parrots and stuff."
Is he considered poisoned still?
He is not considered poisoned still. No, he's just recovering from the poison.
Okay.
He looks sick though. He looks weak. Like he just fucking smoked like 2 cartons of menthol lights or something.
You is going to collect some of the poison. Well, as much poison as she can.
Make a survival check.
Will do. Does anybody else know survival?
I
don't think so.
No.
Hang on, let me check. Let me check Zhao. Zhao does not. However, he can, or I can, or Amalia can, or someone can guidance.
Hey, Amalia. I'd ask Xiao, but he's kind of looking like he's having a rough time.
Yeah, it's fine. I can guidance.
Okay. 24 plus 28.
Fucking Christ. Okay, so this DC was pretty high. You needed a 22 to actually successfully harvest from these things, but 28, yeah, not bad. You managed to get 2 vials of poison, 1 vial per bug.
Ooh, awesome. So it's and then
You can mark it down. You can mark it down as what is it called? Hold on.
I don't know what to call the poison.
The poison is Chelicerae venom.
Okay. And it has to be injected, yeah?
Yes, this is an injury poison.
Okay. This might come in handy later. Do we know what these are?
They're bugs.
Is there a check I can make of some kind?
Sure. Make a. This would be. They're not natural, so it's not a nature check. Hold up. Let me take a look at something.
Arcana.
It's either Arcana or Religion. It depends on what their origin is. This is a Religion check.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Go Zhao powers, and Rel's gonna cast guidance, I guess.
You is gonna see
Okay.
if she's ever seen one. Or heard of one. Oh.
Okay.
I don't know if 14 does anything.
I don't know what these are. 14 does not. You have never seen one of these. Zhao thinks for a second. He's just kind of. Oh God, I feel like I have some kind of terrible illness. I feel like I'm going to die sometime soon. These are Chelicerae. They're some kind of strange creature that's created by he stops himself. Aberrations. They appear in some texts serving aboleths.
Goody.
So does that mean now he knows what the poison affecting him is, or whatever
actually,
the fuck
yeah.
is?
Yeah. He would know. They have a really strong venom. I think that's what I'm getting affected by right now. It drains your it drains your physical capability. It also allows them to magic aether from you. It's really potent, magical. But I should be fine after just a long rest. Just need to sleep for a little while.
Neat.
Anything of value other than the venom?
No. On these things, it's pretty much just the venom. The little antennae things look interesting. You could harvest those and see if what they're used for if you wanted. Especially with a 28.
Do you want me to grab the antenna as well?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll do that then.
I want to examine that tapestry.
Okay. It is you kind of like weave yourself between several of these statues before finally getting to the tapestry. It is a very large tapestry. It's very ornate. It's hard to see through the ice. So roll me a perception check to make out detail.
How big is this tapestry?
Fairly large, probably 10 feet by. I would say like 10 feet by 7 feet.
So how long would it take to melt this ice?
It would take quite an amount of time if you don't have any help. Probably take you about 30 minutes.
Describe this room that we're in.
The room itself is mostly covered in ice, similar to the library. However, there are a number of statues throughout the room. Some of them are in little alcoves in the wall. Some of them are just freeform standing. Some of them are completely and totally shattered. And some of them are completely and totally covered in ice. But the room itself has some very basic stonework on the sides of the room, and there are a number of sconces which are unlit.
Okay.
Would I get all 4 antenna?
Yeah, with a 28, absolutely.
I'm gonna put them in the bag of holding. Yeah.
Okay. Put Chelisaria antenna.
All right, I guess I'll make the perception check first.
Sure.
I'm not very good at these.
Yeah, it's really difficult to see through this ice. It's like a foot thick.
All right, she starts melting the ice.
Okay. So it'll take you a little while to get this done, but you can do it over time.
Hey, Rel?
No, yes. What's up?
Yu's looking at her journal. Zhao should have a potion of fire breathing. Should that help faster?
I don't want to hurt the tapestry.
It's very thick ice. You think it's gonna hurt the tapestry? Especially if you spread it around and slowly do it?
Would I know?
Given how thick the ice is, it's probably not going to hurt the tapestry.
Alright, fuck it. Will that speed it up?
Yes, considerably.
Alright, fuck it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And then once you breach it, well, almost breach it, you could stop and then slowly do it.
Okay. So with this potion of fire breath, you down the potion and quickly just breathe fire on the ice a few times. Probably like a minute of this gets most of the ice gone, and then you spend another probably like 5 or 6 minutes melting the rest of the ice, kind of being a little bit gentler. Revealing the tapestry underneath. The tapestry underneath is extremely ornate, and it depicts what looks like maybe a small battle. All of the figures that are in this are made out of gold thread, and the rest of the tapestry is this like dark crimson color. The full depiction of it, and keep in mind this thing's fucking massive, is basically this huge battle between two different sides, and there are a number of dragon-like entities circling overhead and raining fire down on both sides.
All right, so I have this neat trait because of my proficiency in Weaver's tools.
Uh-huh.
Let me find it. This is it. Yeah. Let's see. So, your expertise lends you additional insight when examining cloth objects, including cloaks and robe. Using your knowledge of the process of creating cloth objects, you can spot clues and make deductions about that others would overlook when you examine tapestries, upholstery, clothing, and other woven items. So,
Sure. Make me a history check with advantage.
you know,
If you want, yeah, no, yeah. Do you need some help?
no.
You can do it, bro.
Oh,
Whatever you're doing.
oh. Is that bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Fuck it. Can I guidance myself then?
That's right, you can guidance yourself, motherfucker. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
It's a D6.
All right. Well,
That's
just
fine.
add that. Just add that guidance. So this is a history you said with advantage.
Yeah, history check.
24, 25 plus. Fucking why not?
29. This tapestry is over 800 years old and is probably worth upwards of maybe 10,000 silver.
That's worth a lot.
I can roughly tell because of how beautiful it is.
It's like
This depicts a battle that you've read about on occasion. This is one of the battles before Visix fell. It's several dragons, lesser dragons, attacked the armies of Wildspeak and Mirvanin before they overwhelmed them. The armies down below, though they appear to be losing the battle in this image here, they actually won handily. And just a few days later was the fall of Visix, which was the tyrannical whirlwing. This tapestry is a major piece of history, really.
Do you want to?
Okay, she shares that.
Okay.
How big is it?
10 by 7. It's fucking huge.
Would we be able to roll it up and stick it in my bag of holding? Is the better question.
It's a 10 by 7. So that's 70 square feet, and then we're gonna multiply that by we'll say 0.1 inch or 0.1 feet. It's like 2 inches thick. Yeah, that's good enough. So it's 7 cubic feet. Yeah, you could fit this in the bag of holding. You'd have to really, really, really roll it up and get it perfect, but you could do it.
I think I could fit that in my bag if you wanted. Do you want to keep it or sell it or what?
Just go back to our camp. Yeah, we have something we want to sell.
I mean, I need an answer. That way we can find somebody to hold on to it in camp.
I'd like to hold on to it for now.
Okay.
Actually, if you could get me a really good sketch, we could just.
I can stick it in the bag of holding. It can fit.
Yeah, if you can get a sketch of it, we can sell it. Because it's almost like a piece of art, and I don't want to keep that from the world, especially when it involves such an important part of history.
I can try.
But
sure.
At the same time, I would like to
Have something to remember it by.
Well, not only that, but reference material.
Anybody know what that symbol is that we came in with? It's at the front of that pillar over there. I couldn't figure it out, but it looks familiar, and it looks like one of the great houses. And she would explain what it looks like.
Can I go see it? What I know?
Yeah, of course. You go look at it. Anybody that wants to can roll a history check.
Sure.
Can I help, bro?
Sure.
I could help one of you. I could help you both. No, wait, I can't. Never mind.
Can with
I
inspiration.
guess I will.
Only have 2 left.
Alright, I will cast. Did you say you were giving me inspiration or no?
I can, but only have 2 left, so unless we're gonna rest, long rest soon.
I mean, Zhao needs one, like a long rest, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you both inspiration. Why not?
Well, Amalia is helping me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could also
So-
help because I'm proficient in history.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Anyways, so Rel,
Yeah.
roll me with advantage and inspiration, please.
okay. I'm also gonna guidance, I guess.
Okay.
So we'll do that. History. Oof.
Oof.
Oh no.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my
You
god.
did not recognize the
Jesus.
symbol. None of
All
you did.
right. Wow. So on a side note, Zhao's proficient in history.
He could roll.
Fuck it. I'm a guidance Zhao.
Can I help him?
Good.
He cannot succeed on this even with a max guidance roll.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right then.
Well, wait, because you were helping Rel.
Well, Amalia was helping Rel, and then
Amalia, are you proficient in history?
Yes.
Roll the guidance roll.
Hey, all right.
I could do an inspiration too if you wanted.
Fucker. All right, yeah, Zhao knows what this is. Yeah. So Zhao takes a second to ponder as you're all like thinking about it, and Rel, you finally just have no idea. Zhao's this is the like alteration of the mortel symbol. It's from your mortels, but it's different. And you would know that the mortels, all of the second the mortel name gets mentioned, you all know exactly who that is. It's kind of just common knowledge. In Astoria, if any of you lived in Astoria, you would be familiar with it anyways. About 20 years ago, maybe a little bit long, like 25, 30 years ago, there was a rebellion called the Rebellion of Greeds, which is a town led by Malachi Durant. The Mortels at the time were the ruling family of Astoria. And they were tyrants. They ignored all of the laws. They did whatever the fuck they wanted to do, and people got sick of it. And so one of the great lords, Malachi Durant, led this huge rebellion called the Rebellion of Greeds against the Mortels and just shat on the Mortels like big time. The Mortels were killed, except for their youngest. It was 3 kids. I can't remember if they were 2 daughters and a son or 2 sons and a daughter. Anyway, their youngest 3 kids were actually banished, and they were basically exiled from the country. It's pretty commonly accepted that they probably went to the Silver Isles, but the Mortels were essentially one of the great houses at one point until finally they were ousted from being nobility, Astoria, slaughtered, the rest of them exiled, and then their house was replaced with House Valcrest, which was a noble house before that got uplifted into the greater houses, and Malachi Durant took the Mortel's place as on. And Malachi was only meant to be a temporary Archon for Astoria, but has actually been serving that entire time so far, whenever there was supposed to be special elections just a year after he defeated the Mortels. So, yikes. But
Big yikes.
big yikes. Trade one tyrant for another. Something.
Castro.
Not far off. Slightly based on a couple of communist leaders, maybe. Anyway. And English kings.
Yeah,
All right then.
you wanted to get a sketch of this and the tapestry.
Sure. Roll me to performance.
Performance checks?
Yeah, performance or dexterity. It's whatever. Whichever you
Performance, I'm a proficient in. That's it.
know that.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Anybody else proficient in performance?
No,
No.
but I do have Weaver's tools that I could point out like finer details with.
Would that work?
It isn't.
Fine. Sure. You managed to get a perfect sketch of both.
Awesome. Like this? I show Rel.
It's an exact copy on paper.
Perfect.
Legitimately.
Okay, I will mark that I have those. Let's roll it up, shall we?
Sure.
Roll it up, stuff it in the bag. Easy enough.
And I assist as much as I can to ensure that it doesn't get damaged.
Yeah, I figured. with your weaver's tools, you know the proper way to actually fold
Yeah.
tapestries, because there is a proper way to do that.
Yep.
So, all right.
Prim and proper over here.
What are you guys doing next?
Yeah, she's weird.
I feel like I was talking about parrots a minute ago, and I just want to emphasize I'm not actually afraid of parrots, okay?
I didn't think you were afraid of parrots. You said you were having a dream about pirates and parrots and...
Yeah, that's exactly what was going on, yes.
Are you
I'll
afraid
blame
of
it on the
pirates?
spiders.
No, I'm great.
I asked if you were afraid of pirates.
Afraid of pirates? No.
Yeah.
Pirates are... They're loose change. They're pointless.
Shall we look around the room and see what else he may have been guarding?
I want to insight check that.
Okay, roll an insight check.
I...
Fucking jeez.
Okay,
Ignore the
now roll a
guns.
deception check for Zhao.
Alright. Well,
Yeah, no, I mean, he's obviously not afraid of pirates. Like, who the fuck would be afraid of pirates? Not Zhao.
alright.
Not Zhao.
Definitely not Zhao.
Absolutely not Zhao.
Zhao doesn't have a fear of open water or anything like that, no.
So he's not scared of pirates. Technicalities.
Technical truths. They're what's for dinner. That and cheesy rice.
Mm.
I see.
Slap.
Cheesy rice sounds good.
Yeah, I made some. It was really good. It was worth every single bite.
So, I
So,
guess-
what's the plan now? Because we just killed the fucking wood boy over here and two big spider things, so...
Well, they were guarding the statues. So, well, we could take a rest, so that you can recover some of your strength.
I'd probably like that.
Is there any loot in this room whatsoever?
Perception check!
Yeah, it's going to help with that perception check.
Morning, guidance.
Alright. Fucking
Sorry.
heaven forbid. You always end up with guidance. I'm sick of this.
Actually, this is only the second character that has it.
You've had it this entire campaign through Zhao.
Technically true.
That's fair, yeah.
Hold on.
Fair.
Starting to regret my decisions. Alright, 16. Yeah, good enough. As you're kind of moving through the room looking for other loot, there's no other loot. You suspect that belongings of the individuals that are paralyzed or petrified here could be worth something. However, those belongings are also petrified, so that might be a little difficult to manage. However, the individual that you were just fighting, this Warforged druid, whatever he may be called, he does actually have a satchel with him. Inside the satchel, there's not actually that much. You find some unique herbs. You find 2,000 GP worth of, or not GP, silver, sorry, worth of rare herbs. Which might be useful if you want to like potions or anything like that. But the interesting thing that you find is a small emerald necklace. I'm sorry, bracelet around his wrist. And the emerald in it is glowing with a very soft, pale light.
Maya, I need you.
Identify?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I done a fool.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm a done a fool.
Pretty
All
sure
right.
this is magical.
So, take 10 minutes while you is continuing this kind of scour the room, and Zhao just like hits a wall, like slumps up against a wall, slides down the wall, and just sits there for a minute. Like he looks like he has the he looks ill. As you identify this necklace, you eventually come back. It's an interesting necklace. Gives you a couple of different properties. It's similar in nature to a current router, but not quite the same. So here you go. Or not necklace, bracelet, sorry. So, let you cast Meld into Stone as a bonus action once per short rest. You are immune to petrification while wearing it, while attuned to it, rather. Non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You're immune to it. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them and without taking damage from them if they have thorns, spines, or similar hazards. You have advantage on saving throws against spells that create plants, like Entangle, and you are also immune to disease and have advantage against, well, it doesn't say it, against poison saving throws. It's weird.
Have advantage on saving throws against.
Poison.
Against what? Okay, there it is.
There, fixed it.
Just against. Like, oh
Just
no.
against. You have advantage on saving throws against emptiness. I need that
Where?
bracelet. Hold up.
Hey, wait. I relay that information to everyone.
Okay.
Ooh, you should take that one.
Why should I take this one?
I mean, would you like to be magically hindered? Or not?
What?
It would make it extremely easy for you to get up close and personal if somebody tries to stop you.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I
it's
don't.
just difficult terrain.
I already can't be poisoned, so. Well, most of the time.
So this is like a magic item?
Yes.
We've been finding more and more of those lately. That's pretty cool.
Right?
I mean,
We found 3 in the last 2 days. It's weird.
it's weird. I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it.
I don't think I need it.
But I would still prefer to use the... I would prefer to be immune to poison when I'm doing traps, so I'd like to switch out when I can.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have that when you're working on traps. That's fine.
Why don't we give it to, like, wow.
Wait, what?
Isn't he already immune to disease?
Nope.
No.
No, that's a paladin thing.
Yeah.
That's a paladin thing.
Paladin.
Oh my god.
Paladin. Paladin. Hold on. No, I mean, we can do whatever you want. I just need some sleep for a minute, you know? Maybe we should go back to, like, the camp and then stay there for forever.
Oh, you mean like actual camp?
Yeah, like the normal camp. I don't want to go back to the fucking hobgoblin people. They know. They know, man. They know. I don't want that. They'll kill us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can rest. I think we should be fine. You know, unless that mage or whatever decides to come back. Then we might not be so fine, but...
I mean, I'm done with what's happening. What is your guys' plan? What are you guys doing?
Are we gonna rest here?
Yeah, I think we should rest here because I want to
Okay.
investigate this room and stuff.
Okay.
Who's getting the Wilder Stone, by the way?
Yeah,
I said who?
I said who. What I meant, I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
I said hey.
I think Zhao, because Zhao is kind of like
What's
our
going
front
on?
line, and
Okay.
having him be, and our healer for that matter, and having him
Yeah.
be immune to more things is a good thing.
Make him all the immune.
And non-magical difficult terrain costing him no extra movement, means he can get around to heal people and do other shit.
That includes things like ice, plants, anything like that would that is just mundane, difficult terrain. Stuff that's created like a that paladin or I forgot what it's called, but a certain paladin subclass has their aura be difficult terrain. That's magical and it doesn't count, so keep that in mind. But
Zhao suddenly learns how to skate.
Sure.
He's just
Yeah.
the Wilderstone glows as he steps on ice, and he just starts
Oh.
ice skating around.
Oh,
It
didn't mean to
goes.
spawn AFK.
Goodbye to this. So Zhao gains the Wilderstone then.
All right.
All right, I guess I'll wear it. He like snaps it around his wrist. The wood actually moves a little bit when it snaps around his wrists and kind of shrinks down and kind of wiggles like a vine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
a
can
little-
have that.
I don't know if I want. Fuck. Okay, it's already gone.
It's
That's
fine. Yeah.
staggering a little bit. I don't know, guys.
If we want to take our long rest in this room, I can set up a little bit of a protection before we go to sleep.
I mean, yeah. Do it.
I want to spend some time reading these books, by the way.
Okay. Which books are you reading?
Let's see.
Are you guys taking a long rest here?
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah, I want to put an alarm on the doorway.
Okay. So spend a couple minutes placing an alarm there.
And then I'll set up the tiny hut probably against this wall-ish.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
All right.
Didn't I find 4 books?
You did. I believe. I don't remember exactly, but they should be in the chat log.
Yeah, it's view all chat entries for this game.
Oh, that's I wouldn't do that.
Oh, buddy.
I wish best of luck.
Oh, buddy. It is still loading.
It's gonna be loading for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Why does it start from the oldest?
It just does.
Oh my god, it's got pages.
Yes. Yes.
What
made-
I
mistake.
could have told you that was going to be a mistake.
the fuck?
I did tell you it's gonna be a mistake.
You did? Okay,
Mhm.
well, I guess I'll just let that. I don't think it was the one I wanted to read anyway. Oh god. Hello? Oh no. Old funny. What are you
Oh, no.
doing?
Oh no.
Oh no.
You know, it'd probably be quicker to check the YouTube video.
Probably. I will do that. But I think Roll20 just crashed. Elemental something egotism. Can't check right now.
Do you remember what it was about?
Yeah, it was about the ice stuff. It's in my character sheet. I have to refresh it. Roll20. In my character sheet, it's the bottom book. I have 3 books labeled "Book from Ice," and it's in the description.
Okay, hold on. Rel.
It's the bottom book.
Rel. Relindra. Alright. Magical introduction to the magical introduction to the extemporaneous extremities of elemental egotism.
Yeah, it was about the super cold stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So spend like 2 hours reading this if you wanted. Make an intelligence check.
Sure, once my Roll20 loads.
Once your shit doesn't break anymore. Hey, Eula's gonna fucking take this opportunity to regain 20 hit points.
Can I help her with mending?
You cannot.
Damn.
The only thing that can heal her is second wind.
Roll20, please. Roll20, please. Make an intelligence check, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I get 23. That's a
23,
crit.
nice. That's pretty good. You managed to get through a significant portion of the book. 1 second.
Sorry.
You're fine. Give me just a second. Anyways, all right. So you start skimming the book. You get through a pretty portion of the book, but you start skimming it specifically looking for the cold ice. You eventually get through this, and you learn of a substance called true ice. True ice is a relatively rare material. It is ice that has been reduced to such a cold temperature that it freezes the air around it. It's not just like water or liquids or anything like that. It is so cold that it can actually freeze the moisture in the air around it. It creates zones of basically inhospitable cold, where flesh will blacken and burn from the amount of cold that's near that ice. You know that it's possible to create this using magic. In fact, most of the instances of true ice are created using magic because it's not naturally occurring outside of wild magic surges. And you know that this stuff is typically, whenever you're talking about wild magic surges, it's typically found where large amounts of ice are already. And in terms of creating it yourself, you know that there is a process to do this, and it talks about the process in this book pretty much at length. It talks about using ice spells repeatedly on specific types of current routers to create true ice.
Okay. All right.
Big thunk.
We don't have any of the current routers they mentioned, do we? Or that they talk about, rather.
No. You need frost stones to do this.
Okay. Does it describe what a frost stone looks like?
Yes. It is
Nice.
Ice quartz. So it looks essentially like a little ice crystal.
Okay. Did we ever find the Dragonborn that was down here?
You have not.
Okay.
You're also not completely explored through floor 3.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Noted.
Okay. So is anyone else doing anything during this long rest?
Crying.
Yeah, crying is good,
It helps just let everything out, you know?
right? All right. So you finish your long rest. Yulai finally gets up. I think I'm done resting, and she exits the tiny hut. And you hear her just kind of stomping around inside the room, looking at different things. Where are you guys headed after this long? Zhao, as a note, his strength score is returned.
I wanted to check.
Hi, how are you doing?
I want to check out these statues.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Does anyone want to give me a hand?
What check?
Investigation.
Investigation.
I cannot.
Can you guidance me?
Sure.
Can you
Heather,
give
you're
me a
muted
hand?
again.
Ow.
Is
Heather?
she dead?
I said yes, I'll give advantage. I have
Okay.
proficiency.
So that is a 25.
25. Okay, so there's several individuals. You do not recognize any of them, and you cannot identify any of them. However, they are a number of different. They're a very diverse group. As I said, many of them are basically dust or rubble now. However, most of them are completely intact. And what information are you trying to glean from these?
What would make them worth protecting?
I mean, just right off the bat, you would understand that these are people.
Oh,
Yeah, petrified people.
Yeah. So that in itself might make them worth protecting, depending on who the people are. There's nothing inherently like magical about these statues, aside from the fact that they're petrified people. But there's nothing special about them. There's no gems or magical ornaments or anything like.
there's no text or anything?
No, they're petrified statues.
Okay.
What about the symbol that we have?
What about it?
Ravens, none of them have it, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Wait, where was the symbol that you pointed out?
It's on the back of the wall that you're all against right now. It's the first thing you would see when walking into this room, and it's huge. It's like 10 feet by 10 feet. It's
Is this
bigger
at
than the
least-
tapestry.
Is this a museum?
It's a pretty fucked up museum. Just saying.
Yeah, if this is a museum, I would like my ticket back.
Maybe these people are.
They have clothes
Well-
you could probably date.
Do they?
I mean, they do, yeah. And with your Weaver's tools, just roll a history check just to see if you can, with advantage, just to see if you can date how far back they are.
Fuck it.
That way we know how old the statues are, roughly.
Can I guidance myself?
Yeah.
Neat.
You can do it. Oof.
13.
Is that a bardic inspiration?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, roll a d6.
Not a 56. That was 14.
That's a 14. The clothing on the individuals down here looks relatively recent. You wouldn't say that it's especially modern, but it's also not especially old. Probably in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 years.
And when did this these dictators When was that?
What?
The stuff with the
The
mortals.
event.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Mortals.
the
there we go.
Mortels. The Mortels. That was in the neighborhood of like 30. Maybe a little bit shorter. It's like 25 to 30.
Hmm. And all of these sconces are destroyed?
Well, those aren't sconces. Those are where statues would stand.
Oh, okay.
But there's sconces on the walls. There's several sconces. And just none of them are lit, and none of them have torches in them. All the sconces are a sconce is just like a torch holder, basically.
Yeah. And this is,
Just another statue.
and it's identical to the rest.
I mean, yeah, overall. And there's all types of people here. There's dragonborn, elves, halflings, all sorts of them, and they're all petrified.
Is there anything identical between all of them?
That's the part that they have in common, is that none of them have anything in common, really.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
Maybe they were lured here?
Not a single thing. In fact, with your Weaver's Tools check, you would just from being familiar with tailors, you notice that all of their clothing is spread out between different cultures.
Oh.
What if they were lured here and then petrified by that mage that Eli was talking about?
Her name is Arcturia, and she is psych.
I feel like they're probably on display, but at the same time, what's around this area? Right.
Rubble. Just statue
So,
rubble.
oh, okay. So it looks like the statue that was here was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right.
Like all those statues and then little alcoves look like they would have been carefully placed there, and the rest just are like thrown against the back wall, basically.
Does this statue look petrified as well?
Yes.
Okay. And where do his clothes date back?
Same date.
Same date? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm just thinking too much into this.
Probably.
Distinct possibility.
Yeah.
What if we move him? Maybe there's a secret entrance?
Well, I mean, we could check.
You gotta move him?
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
Oh,
Hey, Xiao.
Yeah, what? What? I'm sorry, I was doing drugs.
You're strong and burly.
I don't.
So
I'm
is
not
Eli.
sure about that after yesterday, but sure, yeah.
Can you move him?
Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
Let's try not to break his arm off.
All right,
Does he
I'll be
count as
careful.
a weapon?
He does not count as a weapon.
Damn it.
To Eli, maybe.
Everything's a weapon to Eli, even you. All right, yeah. Roll a strength check for Xiao. 15. Fuck. Nope. That thing's really in there.
All right, let me get in on this. Nope.
Yeah, not even close. But -1 to strength.
Yeah, pretty much.
How much do you think this thing weighs?
I mean, probably like the statue itself probably only weighs like, I don't know, 100, 200 pounds at most. But like, it's fixed into the ice here. It's really locked in there.
All right. Well, can we melt out some of the ice?
I mean, you can try. I can't melt ice, but if you want to. I mean, I could do some fire breath shit, but I don't
All right.
know.
All right. I guess I'm gonna melt out some of the ice.
Okay. Taking like 20 minutes to melt down this ice. You get most of it cleared away. You can roll another strength check for Zhao.
All right. 21.
Yeah, he easily moves it at this point. Just slides it across the ground. He's, oh, that wasn't actually all that hard. Wow, that was pretty cool. All right, so I guess it was just the ice.
All
yeah.
right.
Behind the statue, there is just a wall.
Well, I'm under the statue, but okay.
Underneath the statue, there is more floor.
Okay.
This is like where the DM is like having one of those moments where it's like, it's just a fucking tapestry, leave.
Pretty much. It's like, this is a statue, folks. It is a statue of a person.
Now watch my players spend the next like 50 minutes in this room trying to figure out some kind of puzzle that doesn't fucking exist.
I'm fine with it. Let's go. Keep looking.
I mean, technically, we could just, move
Technically.
those statues to the rubble spots.
See, that's what I was thinking. Is that maybe like that you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But there's nothing.
I don't think there's anything to unlock here.
You know what? But what if there is?
Oh, god damn it.
I mean, sure. All right. So you fill up all the other rubble spaces?
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you an hour, but you get them all. You get them all done. Nothing happens. It's been over an hour now. Eli's just like,
Can we
I
go
don't
now?
think there's anything here.
I'm in agreement with you, Ellen.
Oh yeah, we can go. I think that these are no.
They
Why
are
is the tapestry
people.
here though?
They are petrified people.
Why don't you just fill the back wall and see if there's anything and be done with it? Right where the tapestry is.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna go check out the back wall where the tapestry was.
Okay.
That was me being
Roll
sarcastic.
investigation.
Alright. Anyone want to give me a hand?
Well, if you're being sarcastic.
Sure, why not? I'll help. My god.
Okay.
Amalia, you want to guide me?
Yeah.
I need
Why am I encouraging her?
22.
22. Yeah. All right. Pretty good investigation check. And you spend the next 15 minutes like looking over this wall.
It's just a wall.
It's just a wall. There's nothing here.
Are you happy? Can we leave now?
I'm just gonna walk out of the room.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
On the way out, I do want to check. Is there any text here?
Where?
Like right here, where
No.
the symbol was? No.
Mm-mm. It's just the symbol of the Mortels.
What the fuck is the purpose of this room?
It's a fucked up museum.
But so what gets me is that it's about the motels, but then it has a tapestry dedicated to something that happened over 800 years ago.
And has anything down here made sense?
Sometimes, yes.
She's
When?
She's got a point. Weird experiments, misplaced shit. I don't know. A stone guy and a stuck on a wall.
If things are making sense to you, Ralph, perhaps you should get checked. That's usually the first sign.
What did the woman say was in these doors again?
Hmm?
The woman, Ayla. What did she say was
She said that's how she got here.
these doors was how she got here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's another question.
Oh my.
Eli, how are you capable of, like, sentient philosophical thought when you don't have a brain?
Her soul is bound to. What do you expect?
Then what the fuck is the point of a brain?
Your brain is just a conduit for thinking. I don't need it because magic holds me together. Biology holds you together.
She's not wrong.
How do I
Technically,
get what
my
you have? That
existence.
sounds way more convenient.
I'm technically
is a-
biology and magic.
There is a lengthy ritual which would bind your soul into a suit of armor such as mine. There is also another lengthy ritual which would create you, turn you into an undead automaton, which you could then have your soul bound to. It would not be quite the same as being a lich, but it would not be that dissimilar. I would have to kill you, though.
Oh.
It would be painful.
I'm just gonna
I
keep
know
that thought to
anything
myself.
If I know anything
You
about
just-
Eula, she wouldn't finish the ritual. She'd just kill Rel and walk
Mm.
away.
One of the negative traits of being undead is that often you are bound to others' will. Without a brain, it is much, much easier to become enthralled.
All right. Well then.
Biology is complicated. Magic is not.
Technically, no. Because when I was born, I was magically imbued with the bond with someone.
Your singular experience does not invalidate the sample size of millions.
That was a very intelligent way of saying your opinion and experiences don't matter.
Where are
I
we
meant what I
going?
Where are we going?
That's a good question. Explore more. Explore more. I want to know what else is in here.
You go through one of the three major doors.
Yeah, aren't these just more libraries?
You never know.
Open it up and find out.
I am open this door.
All right, you die. So
I will.
as you open,
Yes.
finally, as you open the door, you see a hallway that goes both to the north and to the south. The hallway itself does have many books within it, same state as the other books in the library. And it also has several suits of armor kind of like built into little alcoves in the wall. Do you go north or south?
Oh, I'll put my head in. I guess.
Book.
I've always been a fan of the left.
Yeah, I say up
Yeah,
this way.
me
Okay.
too.
Usually a fan of the left too. All right, so you
That
head-
was the point of that joke. Yeah.
that was good. That was nice. So as you head north, you eventually encounter a small kind of alcove that leads off to the right, which you head down. You eventually arrive in a small room. The room itself appears to be basically a study. I'll move.
Whee.
Whee! Basically a study. There is a number of desks against the walls here, as well as a number of bookcases. Many of the bookcases, you note, despite being covered in ice, also have locks on them.
Oh. A locked bookcase, you say?
Yeah, there's like 5 of them.
Knowledge worth locking away.
I was just like, oh no, we have to leave
No.
right now. We need to go. Rel, come on, no.
No, but
He like starts trying to drag you away.
no, please. If it's books worth
There's-
locking away, then
Yeah,
think about
There's
the.
reason
No, no,
it's
no.
locked.
But
You're
think
a
about
terrible person.
would
I'm
you use the
thinking
knowledge
about-
to get money
This
and-
this is why we're leaving.
in non-evil ways.
The point is they're locked up. We don't know if they're evil or not.
Are the bookcases see through or the bookshelves see through?
Yeah,
Like
you can see a number of books on the shelves inside.
Oh,
It's like there's like a glass over them that has like bits of wood holding it together. So you have a couple of view windows that let you see what books are in there.
oh, see, I want to look and see what books are in it.
Okay. Number of titles just out of all of the bookcases. You kind of just take a peek. You see one called Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores.
Oh my god.
Hold on. You see one called A Perspective of the Damned. This one is a very fancy book with a gold filigree title, very like looks like this is something that a rich person would own. Druidic practice the circles, and Branding Fury. Those are the ones that really jump out to you. The rest are like just mostly ridiculous stuff. The only reason Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores jumps out is specifically because it looks like a really, really expensive book.
Hey, for what it's worth,
oh,
this one looks really expensive.
There's one called The Witch's Guide to Homebrew as well.
Oh my god.
All right,
I
all
love this
right,
generator.
all right. We'll get them. I'll put them in the bag of holding.
Well,
I mean, I would like to maybe learn about manticores.
Maybe learn about manticores.
It's a
Sure.
monster I've never run into before, so why not?
I would. There are two I would like to read out of there.
And maybe the Witch's Guide to Homebrew, whatever the fuck that is.
Okay.
Or
Probably potions.
I kind of just want to read through a perspective of the Dam and Branding Fury.
Alright, we're going. Do you want me to breathe some fucking fire? Because I can just breathe some fire right here and now.
Fuck it, do it.
Just turns around and like melts all the ice surrounding one of the bookcases. So with that bookcase, 3 of the books are on that bookcase. You get the first 3 books, and then you would have to spend another like 30 minutes getting Branding Fury and The Witch's Guide to Homebrew.
Sure.
You also, in the process of this, you would have to roll me 2 Thieves' Tools checks
sure, 1 second.
I'll assist.
with advantage.
21 and
Advantage.
22.
Nice. Yeah, easily unlock both of them. These are like library locks. Like this is these are DC 12. So
Hey, let me know what Branding Fury is about, and the perspective of the Dam.
I will.
Good thing I can read all night. It's technically light activity.
So you also grab some of the more expensive books. You get salvage, book salvage worth 8,000 silver as well.
Okay, I will add that to the sheet
See,
too.
that was worthwhile.
It was.
It was. Skimming through the books, Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores. It very clearly a title meant to distract. The actual inner portion of the book describes some very, very interesting methodologies of magic. This is a book on necromancy. There is a spell in here which is considerably potent, and while you don't understand all of the notation, you could potentially try to understand it over time.
I will gladly do that.
In which book?
In Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you hear the first part of that?
No, sorry, my mom was talking to me.
You're fine. Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores is a like distracting title. This is actually a book on necromancy and necromantic practice.
Real!
Yes.
I kind of lead the book over to her.
Flipping through a perspective of the damned, similar. It's not quite necromantic magics though. This is actually a book written by an undead, and it gives a perspective of undead. Reading through this could potentially but teach you more about undead. Grant you some knowledge of undead. It would take you a considerable time to read any of these books, though. As a note, they're all very thick and they're all very complicated. Druidic practices, the circles. It's basically exactly what it says on the tin. It talks about various druidic practices. Specifically, it very much, for some reason, focuses on the druidic practices of dream druids. Could read that to gain some insight on certain druidic things. And Branding Fury, you flip through this. This talks about some of the paladins of history. So this one could grant you some insight into paladin oaths and stuff like that. And then there's another one, The Witch's Guide to Homebrew. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's a guide to potion brewing. For reference, for mechanical reference, Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores will grant you the spell Animate Dead if you finish reading it. You have to make a successful DC 20 intelligence check, and it will take a full 24 hours to read. If you fail the intelligence check, you have to reread the book at the end, and then do another 24-hour reading of it, and then try again.
All right.
Is that like once?
No. You learn the spell.
Yeah, but like, so like, can multiple people learn the spell from the book?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
A Perspective of the Damned. This one is a pretty unique book. If you read through A Perspective of the Damned and you choose to at the end of it, you can change your class to Undying Warlock. The whole thing. Druidic practices, the circles, if you were to read through this, similar to The Perspective of the Damned, you could change your class to Dream Druid. Branding Fury, reading through all of the way of this would grant you just a little bit of insight into the way paladins do their oaths and stuff, and you would gain immunity to disease and the ability to sense undead nearby. The Witch's Guide to Homebrew grants you proficiency in alchemy tools if you finish reading it.
Oh, I was already working on those.
Mm-hmm.
Which we could both have.
So,
Where did these come from?
Hmm?
Where did the ideas for these come from?
these are stolen. I stole these ideas.
That's kind of ridiculous.
They're mostly fine.
What does Branding Fury give?
Branding Fury gives when you finish reading it, as a note, a Branding Fury, the ones that have to do with class features, you can only like one person can read those, and that's that.
Okay.
But Branding Fury grants you the ability to learn the Divine Sense paladin trait, and also it makes you immune to diseases.
So when you say you can change your class to,
It's a permanent change.
so like, but like, does that change every level that you have? You can do
Yes.
that?
Yes. Well, it would, if you're multi-classed, it would change one of your classes into that.
Okay.
So,
I just spelled disease completely wrong.
and then Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores grants you the Animate Dead spell. At the end of each of these, you have to make a skill check in order to succeed, except for the class changing ones. For Paladin's Charisma, for Cloudy with a Chance of Manticores, it's Intelligence, and for the Witch's Guide to Homebrew, it is Intelligence.
And let's see, the circle is another class change.
They're effectively like, they're sort of magic items, but also not in a way.
Yeah. Still pretty neat.
Listen, RL likes books. I had to come up with ways to make books interesting.
I love it.
So I just stole other people's ideas.
It's like a real RPG. You change your class.
Exactly.
Well, I don't have any interest in changing my class.
Yeah. Those are just there as like story things.
Yeah.
So do you want to put that in the bag of holding instead?
I mean, yeah, we can probably sells for quite a bit. I am very interested though in
You need to at least leave me one to read until I give you the other one.
well, actually, All right, so let me a perspective of the damned was the warlock one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then druidic practices was
The other
the
change.
circles. Okay, and
Dream
then branding
druid.
fury was the disease and sense undead.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Witch's Guide to Homebrew.
It's the
It'll take you 24 hours to finish reading it. 24 hours total of reading. And at the end, you make a DC 20 intelligence check. On a success, you now have proficiency in alchemy supplies.
So the only one of these that can only be read once is branding fury then.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the two class changing ones can also only be read once.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, does anyone care if I read this one? The branded fury one.
Sure, go for it.
I guess. Sure.
And then it's the only one that like catches any interest to me. Well,
Alright.
maybe the Witch's Guide to Homebrew, but I've been teaching myself how to do alchemy things, and you know what? By golly, there's something about teaching yourself to do something that has a sense of pride and accomplishment.
Reading
Yeah.
the book is like teaching yourself.
Shut the fuck up! Don't bring a logic. I'm trying to be stubborn.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
I'm trying to be stubborn here.
Yeah, well, that's half the issue.
Yeah, probably. Okay. So then I will take Branded Fury, and I will give the perspective of the damned to you to put in the bag folding.
This is, by the way, Heather, this is the session summary for last session. That's the whole summary. Fight me.
Okay.
The group finds a library, makes a new friend, and fights a quarry. It's like a TV guide summary.
I mean, it's basically what happened.
Exactly. All right, so
All right.
and
Is
how
there-
did you guys divide the books?
I took Branded Fury, and I don't know, or Branding Fury. Amalia, did you want any of them?
Eh. The Modis would kill me.
Well, I mean, you could
That's
learn Alchemist 2s after I do. I can read that first and just give it to you.
Just like
Either that or I can read The Cloudy with a Chance of Manacores and you can read it because you don't have to sleep either.
One of the things I like about having multiple people that would have proficiency in alchemy supplies is that they don't detract from each other. Because, like, making potions, you never have enough potions.
Yeah.
And I can make my own stuff too. So, I mean, you can have the alchemy tools one night and I can, if you don't mind learning a necromancer spell.
necromancy?
Yes. It's a necromancy book instead.
Teaches you the spell Animate Dead, which you can
Animate
cast using
Dead.
any of your spell slots.
I haven't even been able to make use of the fucking Accursed Spectre yet. What am I gonna do with Animate Dead?
I mean, we could have a
Oh
little
God, that's
puppet
true.
running around, or
You guys killed a humanoid a minute ago.
yeah,
That
we
was
could.
a Warforged.
He's still a humanoid.
That counts as fuck me.
And literally, if we don't want to run through traps, we can literally use a physical thingy to run through traps. Or
A physical thingy?
yes,
Physical thingy.
I mean, I have a physical thingy, but I don't talk about it.
Do.
Exactly. I don't know why we're talking about our physical thingies, but it's making me uncomfortable.
You're the only one with a physical thingy. I don't
Well, I'm
understand
talking
the
about
problem.
a physical
Yeah, physical
manifestation
thingy.
other than my unseen servant.
Ah, your unseen servant's fine.
That poor servant.
I feel so bad.
All right, where are we headed next?
Were there any like locked desks or stuff in here?
No, all the desks in here. None of them have doors or anything. They're very basic desks.
Oh, okay.
There were some books left out. Most of these are like. It looks like people were like examining certain books, but they're not anything substantial.
Gotcha. Well, I guess we head down the other way.
Sure.
Okay. Heading down the other way, you continue through the library, and for the sake of brevity, I will say that you do find a kind of side room that has virtually nothing. It's mostly just more books. Nothing expensive, nothing fancy. It's kind of like it looks like it's meant to be a storage room for books that don't go in the main library and that aren't particularly important. You pass through more rooms. These look like mostly storage, or in one case you see where it looks like people were sleeping in a room. So maybe it was whoever originally attended to this library's sleeping place. And then going further, you do find a side room, and inside this side room is basically just more garbage, essentially. However, I'm fairly certain that you has like fucking 40 passive perception or some shit at this
23.
point. Yeah, 23. Yeah, okay, fine. And in this side room that you just kind of poke your head in, it's basically a closet. At first glance, it looks like there's nothing in here, but the back wall looks a little funny, and so you kind of take a step into the room and search around for a second, and you find a small latch. Essentially, you pull the latch, and you watch the back wall slide down.
That sounds exactly what you would do. Kind of like, this looks weird. I gotta do something about this. What the fuck is it?
But yeah,
Found a secret passage, guys. No big deal.
you find a tunnel.
Where's this gonna lead us?
Much scared.
Let's try not to blow anything up, shall we? Unless we absolutely know.
No, we're on the other side. It's fine.
Yeah, and let's proceed slowly.
Okay. As you wind back around, you eventually find yourselves. I'm going to get everybody together again because I have left most of the tokens way back there at this point.
Yes, you have.
I guess not most, but some of the tokens. Boop, boop,
Oh, whoop.
boop. You finally emerge
No.
where you started. Looking around, this is the same room that you originally appeared in through the teeth.
Oh, so this is what was through that other door.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
All right, well then.
I guess this is the sign that we should go home.
Well, I
Home
mean, we have to
camp.
go to the Theorid, Illithid.
I mean, the gods are telling me.
Why do we have to go to the Illithid?
Kill him?
We've been all around here. Where is the Illithid?
Back through the teeth and down another floor. I think.
Back through. But I thought the teeth brought us through to the next floor.
So the teeth is like an overfloor. I'll have a map. I'll have an actual map of the teeth at some point. I didn't bother making a map of the teeth because there's only 4 places that you can go in the teeth. But as it's been described to you, the teeth is basically a gigantic floor by itself, but it's essentially a big ass rectangle. And at each of the corners of the teeth, there is a portal. And each one of those 4 portals leads to a different section, kind of like this one.
If we are gonna go back up into the teeth, we do know that we gotta deal with the illithids. I would also like to look for, and Rel describes the ice quartz.
Okay.
Current router.
The Froston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like one of those to run some magical experiments on, as depicted in this book, as a potential substitute for the cold that the egg wants.
Okay. Do you know how difficult it's going to find one of those in a frozen wasteland that's full of displacer beasts and that big insect thing that we killed?
This book's name is just Memorable Feat. I just wanted to inject that in there.
Would I know where to go about looking, what kind of habitat these current routers grow in?
Frost quartz typically are going to appear in colder habitats. So you're in the right habitat, but it's a gemstone.
It's tiny.
So a rock.
It's you're looking
for a rock in a fucking
This is like looking for diamonds in
hay
Minecraft.
bale.
You have an idea of where they're going to be, but you do not know exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that way we're not digging around in the ground. We can go find a cave and look around in there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can also just make a 16 by 16 strip mine, and really nobody's going to say anything about that because you make it underground and nobody actually sees the strip mine itself as long as you make it on blocks 16 to 32
It's
above.
okay. It's
Anyways.
alright. It's alright. It's okay.
What?
The Minecraft reference. It's alright.
Help. Who am I?
Rin does the
Zhao
mining.
Zhao just suddenly is just like, oh god, fuck. I just had the fucking weirdest daydream. Anyways, we need to leave.
Yeah, no, we leave.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Where are
Alright.
we headed exactly?
It's up to y'all. So you know that there are 2 different directions that you can go once you reach the teeth itself. You can go towards the Gnolls. Let me hold on just a minute. I'm gonna clear this turn order right here. And I'm gonna put y'all way the fuck up here. Because this is a representation of the teeth. It's not a perfect representation of the teeth. It is a representation of the teeth.
Might want to not make it black. Oh, there it is. All the way up in the corner.
So let me get the token here to actually have some dynamic lighting bullshit going on. Does that give it proper dynamic light? I hate the new dynamic lighting system in Roll20. It is very frustratingly terrible. So each square is 2 miles.
I will be right back.
Your face will be right back. Why is this not emitting light? I don't understand. Give me a second here. Did that fix it? Nope. Can y'all see the party token by
I can
chance?
see the token. I just can't see any lighting on it. Oh,
All right, cool. So I guess that's gonna reveal the whole map, huh?
oh, there it is.
Hey, it worked. Okay, so the party token is in the center right now. Where the party token is right now is the teeth. And the teeth is kind of this big over area filled with trees. It's got blizzards constantly. Some pixies live there, displacer beasts live there, and remores live there along with other things. It is kind of the overfloor. It is the largest part of the entire thing. In fact, it's fucking huge, but it is one big ass rectangle. And so at the edges of this rectangle, there are 4 portals which lead to other places. These portals basically, from what Haskell explained to you, these portals lead you to seemingly random individual locations that are all very closely connected to the teeth, like physically, but they're not actually physically connected, so you can't just walk down a little ramp to get to them.
Okay.
And each one of these 4 locations has a different thing in it. So one of the locations, is filled with gnolls, and these gnolls, according to Haskell, are their own little tribe, and they have been working with the Illithids. And one of the locations is also the primary base of operations for the Illithids, from what you learned from Alson. There's also a 3rd location. You're not sure what's there. Haskell didn't bother mentioning it. And then, of course, the 4th location is where you just were, which is the Fleshweaver compound.
Okay.
So Haruka wasn't?
Haruka, you would know, was in the teeth at one point. But from what you have learned, she has gone through the Gnoll area.
Time to go through the knoll.
So you can either go to the Gnolls and potentially find Haruka, or you can go after the Illithids. You know where that location is as well. And you know that presumably the Illithids and the Gnolls are aligned.
We've gone back up, yeah?
Yeah, at this point you're back in the teeth.
Yeah.
You're just in that little cave that's kind of like at the very edge, like right here.
Are there any of those like pixie fairy people around?
They're at the edge of the forest, which is a couple hundred feet away from the edge of the room that you're in, basically.
Rel's gonna wave at them.
Okay.
And may I ask a question?
One of the pixies kind of floats down from the trees.
Do I recognize it?
Mm-mm.
All right. I don't suppose you could point me to, like, would you know of any, like, gems that give off interesting effects?
You want some current routers, aren't you?
Just one.
I ain't got no idea what's around here, but I'm pretty sure there's some down where you just came from, or maybe it's over there.
And he points to the opposite corner from where you're at.
But I wouldn't go over there, because if any time any one of us goes near it, we die.
Is that
Which
the...
corner did he point to?
The opposite corner from where you're at right now. So it's all the way over here.
Is that the knoll one, or?
From what you understand of the teeth, that is where the Illithid base of operations is located.
Yeah.
Oh. Fun.
Pretty sure that's where it is. In terms of current routers and stuff. Because we used to be able to go down there until the fucking squid people moved in.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of them.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
If you're feeling sorry, you should feel sorry for them.
She's not
You
wrong.
know, you don't have to go down there.
I mean, no. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Okay, just don't, you know, don't hold it against me whenever I have to kill you when you come back as some kind of like weird drone thing.
If I come back as some kind of weird drone thing, then Lord help you all.
I have to agree with that sentiment.
Oh boy. All right. Good luck.
Yep. Thank
Floats
you.
away.
Thank you for the information.
Of course.
Pixie New Yorker. New thing. I
So
don't
I
know
can-
what you're doing on my fucking turf here, but you need to leave, lady.
So I get that this, what is it? Frost quartz
Yes.
is important to you, but I feel like we need to go deal with Haruka first.
We plan to go
I
to
agree.
we plan to go kill the illithid afterwards.
Yeah, so
Gnolls
we'll
are also
get
an
there
issue.
anyways.
I mean, the pixie also wasn't very sure. So,
That's
I'm
also
sure.
fair.
yeah. No, Haruka needs to be
Who
stopped.
knows? We might pry one off of her cold dead body.
Oh, probably more than that off a cold dead body.
Alright, that was a
Not
little too creepy.
sure.
Holy shit.
Not sure if that's creepy or kinky.
Oh, God.
Certainly it's not kinky.
That's the
Creepy.
Monday campaign.
Creepy.
I feel like we have entered into an area that I was not familiar with, nor did I consent to being here. So, anyways, do we go after Illithids or do we go after Haruka and some Gnolls?
The Gnolls.
Haruka.
Haruka and potentially Gnolls.
Alright, I vote going back to camp. So, like, who
I
else is with me?
know.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Zhao.
Huh?
If you really
Shit.
want to go back and not, have to deal with this shit anymore, I'm sure we can find someone else.
Oh,
I
Wow.
don't. No, that's not. I don't want to find someone else, but I don't want you to be in a situation that you don't want to be in.
I agree with her sentiment.
No one could replace Shao.
We care about you, Zhao. Even though you're a meat sack to me. I still care
Wow.
about you.
Wow! I thought I was the cold, heartless one.
You
alright,
are.
well, there's a lot of things going on right now. And I feel like maybe, fuck it, let's go.
I want you here, but I also want you to want to
You don't
be
have
here.
to keep. You don't have to
Oh
keep up.
my
It's okay. It's okay.
God.
Just
You
let's go.
hugs Zhao.
Don't hug me, please. Let's just go kill Haruka. Fuck.
I'm sorry I failed to show
Fuck.
you the right amount of affection.
Fuck.
What?
He takes out like a little one of the little pouches out of his fucking bag and just like takes a whole bunch of these bright white leaves and just fucking sticks them in his mouth and starts chewing. Like, let's go.
So how much of that do you have left?
He opens up his bag. Probably about like 6 or 7 months worth.
Well, that's where all the money went. Okay.
Jesus, alright.
Listen, I come prepared.
No.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Alright.
Alright, let's go, he says as he marches off towards the Gnoll teleport. Okay. So this teleporter is exactly like the one that led you into the Fleshweaver compound. You find a small cave. While we're doing this, can somebody roll me a d12, please?
Oh god. Yes.
No.
Yes.
6.
Okay. You traverse the teeth with no complications.
You're damn right.
Well, we haven't cleared out this entire place yet. So.
You have not, and there is some scary shit in here. If you thought the Remoras was bad, you are not prepared. Anyways, whoa,
I'll just do more 63 hits.
gotcha. Yeah, of course. Fuck you.
Wouldn't be surprised if there's like a frost hydra or something in here.
Fucking Rel's like, I'm gonna maximize my channel divinity, and Amalia's gonna crit, and we're gonna actually just fucking like ruin
turn.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck about anything on this floor. You think I'm scared? I'm not scared until I hit 15 health.
So you make it to the other corner, which I made little symbols for them. Expand your.
We're not supposed to be able to see everything?
Can you not? Can you see everything?
Yeah.
You started it here, and
can.
then we have here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here.
Let me put it this way: can you see where this is coming from?
No,
Yeah.
not fully, not for me. It's dark here.
Yeah, I
And
see
then here.
legitimately everything. Like, I see this,
What two
This.
symbols are there?
this,
Yeah.
this one, and this one.
Fuck. Okay, you can see everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
on my
can see
screen, on my
this,
screen it
this.
shows that you're not.
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck it.
Well, I've got
I-
black
Obviously,
space.
roll
thought-
20's fucking dumbass lighting bullshit isn't working.
This is not the first time this has happened.
Not the first, and it won't be the last.
Good to know.
I was in our Sunday campaign. I think we were in like a cave or something, and I was in the airport at the time.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
pretty.
Because flying back from visiting Will, and I had to message our DM Tyler and said, "Am I supposed to see a guy in the wall there? Because I can see a guy in the wall."
Fucking lol. Okay. Oh, good to know. Yeah. So this is the original, what the teeth originally looked like. There will be a different map, a slightly better map later, but that's fine.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, the symbols. There are. Just ignore some symbols for right now. Ignore these, and ignore that symbol right over there, and ignore this symbol right over here. Those aren't important.
Yes, they are.
I didn't even see which symbols you said to ignore.
Great. Anyway, so
Okay.
yeah, you make it to the bottom of the teeth without any issue, and this particular portal is pretty much the same as the last one. It's got a small ice cave that you head into. There are a number of stairs that lead downwards, and two braziers that are currently still lit. At the end of the cave, you see a number of what look like probably goblin remains, or hobgoblin remains, or some similar
Is it another
shaped
drop too?
and sized creature. No. This one has a small teleport circle on the floor, and this circle itself is currently activated. Like one of the bones from like this creature that has died here is like just hanging off into the teleport circle right now.
Oh.
It's like a little silvery misty circle on the floor, 10 feet wide.
Be prepared just in case they have guards out on the other side of the portal.
Just form my greatsword in my hand. I think I'm prepared.
Okay.
Do y'all drop down?
Yeah, if it's a drop, I'm gonna cast Featherfall on us.
Well, it's a teleport circle, so we're dropping into the teleport circle.
Yeah.
But who goes first?
I will.
I'll
Okay.
go second.
Malia taking point. You taking second.
Eli taking
gonna go-
third.
Yeah, I'm gonna go last.
You're gonna go last. Okay. So like Zhao, so Malia, you, Yulai, Zhao, and Realm. Okay. So you drop into the portals one by one.
As a note, I am going to prepare if I prepare a subtle spell. Wait, do I have to prepare a subtle spell?
Yes, if you're holding a spell as an action, number one, you have cast the spell at that point,
Okay.
and you're concentrating on holding it. And if you've cast the spell, then you have to have decided on what meta magic you're using in advance.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Never mind then.
So as you all drop into the portal, you find yourselves standing in a similar portal You don't even quite fall. You just kind of appear in this place. And teleportation, of course, makes you slightly sick as you go through it. But you've teleported a couple of times now, and it's not too bad. But as you kind of throw off the sickness, you look around and you see that you are currently surrounded by a number of strange-looking feral dog-like individuals. One of them, and you hear the others all making similar sounds, and one of them reaches forward and kind of pulls a little lever on the wall itself really quickly, and you hear this really loud ticking sound all around you, like 1,000 clocks. And one of them steps forward with a spear in hand and, "You're prisoners. You're coming with us."
Like hell I am.
How many are there?
There are 12 in front of you right now.
How big is this room that we're in?
Not terribly large. Let me find the map. Hold on. Oh god. Roll20 will fucking load eventually. Don't worry about it. 7 years later.
7 years later.
7 years later.
Did you know I have this
The
spell?
room-
Because I completely forgot
Hold
I had
on.
this
The room
spell.
that you're in, the room that you're in is a 70-foot by 70-foot by 110-foot rectangle. There you are standing kind of like on the back edge of this room, and there are 12 gnolls directly in front of you. Some of the gnolls are guarding you, like just quickly getting your bearings. There are 3 separate exits to this room. None of them have a door. However, the gnolls are guarding all but one of them. Yeah, I knew you had Green Flame Blade.
I forgot I had it.
Yeah, it's like a major damage, so I was always like, I don't know why you're not using that, but okay.
I just completely forgot I had it.
It's like a huge boost to your damage.
No big deal. I just forgot that I
Don't
had
worry.
it.
Next level, it gets even stronger.
Oh,
A
God.
level 11's where Green Flame Blade hits its strongest. But yeah. What are you guys doing? Prisoners, you are ours.
Yeah, you have 5 seconds to get away from me.
You immediately like scampers away from her. Like, oop, nope, I'm good.
It's fighting them.
Yeah, and by
I
the way,
subtle spell cast darkness.
All right,
Oh.
we're going to go ahead and as you go to subtle spellcast darkness, you raise up your hands, or I guess you don't raise up your hands. You think about the spell, and we're gonna go ahead and end
End the session there?
No. So next session we'll pick up in combat, unless you guys want to go through a long combat session. But it's 11:24 already.
Yeah. That's also 12 gnolls.
It'll take you a minute. So
Probably.
you just maybe like 3 or 4
In-game
minutes.
time.
I'm for going.
God damn it.
I mean,
I will also say some of you will recognize the map that you're on right now. If you do, please do not metagame. It is
metagame.
it is a reused map. If you can remember where everything is, of course it doesn't have all the same things on it, but if you remember the full size and shape of them, don't metagame.
I won't because I don't have that much of a memory.
Good, excellent.
Where was it? No.
By the way, we need mastery points because we had combat.
We did?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, you guys fucking fought those Chelisrae. And
That was a fight?
and the druid. Fuck.
I'm sorry. That was mean. That was. I like that fight.